Welcome to Wild Beyond the Witchlight! Session 8. Hello there, everybody in the Twitch chat. So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming to support our crazy Feywild shenanigans. It's awesome to see you on this lovely Tuesday. Sorry that it took us a little while to get ready. The 5 p.m. start.
It's on me. It's on me.
I had to put a face on.
Someone had to get pizza. Someone had to put a face on. Jennings had to come all the way from hell. It's a long journey, but he made it fresh as a spring daisy. But yes, everyone, thank you for waiting there while we all got set up here. It took a little longer than normal, but I and us super appreciate it. But we won't let you wait anymore. We'll do our quick little shout out at the start and dive right on into things. You know them, you love them. They are the Dicecream sponsors, everybody. Our amazing friends over at Critical Kit, our amazing dice sponsor that has been giving our players all the amazing dice sets, which I believe you guys got yours coming. Yeah.
Not yet.
There you go. Our players now all have amazing, except for Jackie, you're getting yours. Don't worry. But yes, Critical Kit, our amazing dice sponsor, finally got our sets over to our amazing players here at the Dicecream Twitch channel, which was made possible because Crit Kit, usually a UK-based shopping operation, now has a North American store, everybody. They have set up shop here in the West, and we are so stoked for them. They have a new site up. I believe it's Critical Kit or critkit.us. Which they have a mailing list that you can sign up for when the site goes fully live, so you'll be notified when they have cool dice sales and products launching. And right now, we have an awesome giveaway on the Dicecream Instagram, giving away the very set that Jennings showed you, a complete set of the Geralt of Rivia dice set. Yeah, they're zoom in on that shit. Yeah. They are awesome. I've been playing with them for a while now since I got mine. The coin is an amazing feature. I've been using it for homebrew things in my IRL games and stuff like that. The whole Witcher series of dice are amazing, and that dice specifically super popular. It sells all the time, so you'll have your chance to win one completely free thanks to Crit Kit. Or you can go sign up at their US shop and be notified when they get them in. So if you're checking and they're sold out, you'll be notified straight away when they got stuff like that coming up. So thank you, Crit Kit. You are amazing as always. And of course, we cannot finish out our sponsor shout out without the second sponsor, C4 Labs, everybody. The amazing TTRPG accessories company that make a wide array of dice trays. They were gracious enough to give all of our players little custom Dicecream trays for their dice. And very, very soon, you yourself will be able to purchase some awesome Dicecream themed products from them. And we are so stoked. And I'm getting word from the man upstairs. They also just gifted a sub in chat. Hey! Thank you, C4 Labs. This one especially, one of my absolute favorites. This
gorgeous.
Awesome gunslinger, undead, crypt keeper style that I've been obsessed with as well. But they've got such an amazing array of styles to choose from. Please go over to their site, c4labs.com, see if there's a set for you. And especially with Valentine's Day coming up, they have this awesome heart-shaped case that we did a giveaway for not that long ago. So many options, so many things to give the awesome nerds in your life. Go check out Crit Kit, C4 Labs, and thank you so much for sponsoring this session. All right. Oh, Quincy.
I'm eating. I'm sorry. I'm just.
And Quincy just donated subs. Hey, thank you, Quincy. That's very nice of you. All right. Thanks, C4 Labs. Thank you, Crit Kit. Again, we've kept you waiting a little longer than normal, so we will not let you wait anymore. So everybody, grab your favorite pizza snacks, grab your favorite drinks, grab your favorite sets of dice. And of course, we will be introing you the catch-up video from our amazing player, Jackie Elena Chan, to make sure that if you're new to the channel, new to the story, you'll know exactly what is going on. So without further ado, Jody Rose, take it away.
Last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
So did you possibly see how perhaps your own choices were your own issue?
My eyes dart between Evie and Lucifer. They're just sensing the tension. I just kind of shimmy over to Lucifer. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just think Evie needs some time.
Okay.
Thank you. this won't be used for evil doing again. Learn from this lesson. Do better, not based on what someone else tells you to do, but what is in your hearts to do. But he has the branding iron with him.
We can do better, I think.
What's done is done. Our fighter won. How far away is Downfall from here?
For like 25 minutes or so, and
What are you gonna do after this?
probably have to report to Bavlorna.
I would like to ask that you say nothing to Bavlorna.
So
Are we
with
ready
all
to
that-
go now?
Yes.
Well, I do declare, hello there, travelers. Welcome to Downfall.
This is the Princess Moss.
Yes, I am the chieftain's daughter from the island of Mastika. I am immensely fertile.
My name's Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw, you have now been endowed with the responsibility to help Princess Moss here prepare for her meeting with the king.
One of the bullywogs just like knock on the entrance of the wooded structure. You hear that, Morgort? Keep your eyes away.
Also, we need to keep it down because there's guards right outside.
We're from the material plane. We were hired to find Zybilna.
What she said.
Things are in motion.
Where were you going next?
We thought Bavlorna was here.
She is here.
Where?
What the fuck do we do now?
Stay here until we've walked the guards away.
Yes.
Just shout out, man, I really could use a drink. Just say
Hey.
that, and somebody should approach you.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
There you go, everyone. You are now caught up on the amazing adventures of our Witchlight crew. So, without further ado, let us dive on in to tonight's session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Dun dun dun.
All right. So, picking up where we last left off, which I believe the party had split into two separate groups after bartering with the owners of this sort of local shop inside the Soggy Court, dealing with two darklings who dabbled in selling very odd curiosities, let's say. Something from as ordinary as just a simple thimble to some very particular items, with Quincy and Lucifer walking away with a full-on unicorn's horn and a specific monocle that gave Lucy the properties of Goggles of Night. But remembering that Moss and Lucy had just seen a shadow, a wisp of a prisoner by some nearby holding cells, they took it upon themselves to go over to said prison yard, and that just had like 2 or 3 cells inside that were barred with like thick mangrove roots. I decided to visit this prisoner and get more of a read on them and why they're here and all that stuff. And so you separated from the shop with Quincy and Ebby still inside the Darkling shop, because as we remember, there's a couple of swamp gas balloons inside of the Denzian of the Soggy Court, one of their main modes of travel. And there was one where there was a building where they were kind of working on one that was kind of being repaired. But above this shop particularly was a very special swamp gas balloon, because the balloon was not made of like patches or leatherwork. It was, for all intents and purposes, string leading up from the wicker shop to this giant enclosed storm cloud with many dark clouds of black and dark purple colorations with bits of lightning streaming out of it above the swamp marshlands. Quite the sight to behold. And Quincy's particularly wanted a bit of a tour of said swamp gas balloon from the Darklings. But we are going to start our adventure today, picking up exactly where we left off, with Lucy and Moss having freed Morgort, this rebellious bullywug who was quite the accomplished swamp gas balloon pilot, because of their involvement with freeing a very particular fairy dragon, Sir Tavalar, from the clutches of Bavlorna herself. Upon hearing this and understanding that Morgort was also an ally of Sir Traveler, having a big hand in their freedom, you knew this was an ally you wanted to keep close. And Lucy, using those rippling fucking tiefling muscles, ripped apart the mangrove roots that she was barred in from. And you have now freed Morgort. But you've got some decisions to make, as 2 of the 4 bullywog guards that have been accompanying you, giving you a tour of the court of King Gullop, are eagerly awaiting outside, and even had asked a couple of times, "Is everything okay in there? What's going on?" So, with all that in mind, Moss, Lucy, what would you like to do?
Morgart, we're gonna try and get them away from the prison, hide somewhere behind a corner or something. But we're gonna try and get them away from you, sneak off, and I'll make sure to use the "boy, I could really use a drink" code phrase that you mentioned earlier.
Yes. Remember, use that if you are near King Gullop themselves. If you're in the presence of the stupid motherfucking Magister Royalty, whatever they call themselves these days, you're in front of that idiot. Use those words, and someone will approach you. The revolution will live on.
Good to know. Okay, we're gonna try and get them away.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, game on. Okay. We got
All right.
this. I hike up my skirt.
Can Lucifer lean over real quick to whisper to Moss, like, what if you just go running, screaming out of here? Like you're being chased by like a ghost. And then when they look at me and the shark, I'm like, well, go after her, protect her. And that just automatically drives them after you because you're royalty. Then if that doesn't work.
It's as good a plan as any, but if you're able to distract the guards, I can make a beeline for the swamp, like dive on there and try to assemble some sort of escape. Because what was your purpose here? Were you trying to stay in the soggy court for very long, or were you trying to escape somewhere else?
We thought Sybilla was in the swamp, not in the vicinity. So when you told us that she's in the fog, we don't want to be here. We thought she was.
Okay, so Bavlona's cottage, right? Through the fog and the mist. Okay.
Yes.
I will try to procure some sort of modes of traveling. I will give you a sign. Trust me, you'll know it when you see it. Do the distraction. Hopefully they take the bait. Let's go.
Okay.
Also, are you scared of anything?
I was just going to scream, "Snake!"
Perfect. Do that and just go sprinting. Go.
Okay, perfect. Snake! and I come bursting out of the prison.
Full speed.
It's in the frill. And I start like just running over to the swamp, the
So
area.
you've got this very large building, sort of like where the shop is, because you went past the sort of the bullywog heads on spikes that were accompanying that bridge across the swamp marsh that were the previous holders of the crown of the Soggy Court, various previous monarchs that all had met their untimely end before King Gullop the 13th had taken the most recent seat. You kind of passed their sort of the royal lounging area, and went over to the Darkling shop to procure you some royal threads, some duds, to be able to meet King Gullop in the most honorable fashion, as you've been putting on this guise that you are a princess from a faraway land called Mystica, and that you are here to be betrothed to King Gullop to form an alliance between your two kingdoms that's prosperous for all involved. So the shop is over there. There is this very large building sort of built around a very thick tree that you also passed by. But this holding cell you're in, that building is kind of the nearest location. And then the swamp water is kind of all around you. So there's some swamp water kind of at the edge over here. And also just kind of around the corner too. You could probably dive into some water over here if you wanted to.
Okay, I guess, did they mention anything about this building when we were walking in? Because I thought they were leading us to the kingdom. So I don't want to go in there if that's where the king is.
So seems to be, a place of importance. You can kind of see a couple of royal bullywog knights kind of standing guard with 2 long spears in the front with their frilly frocks kind of hanging out in the mist and the muck. When you passed the holding cell, I believe one of you was like, "What's that over there?" And the bully was like, "Oh, just don't mind that place. It's full. It's just a place for undesirables." They're very much like trying to sort of neg you away from it. And then I think one of you did a high perception, saw that there were like 2 prison cells inside, and there was like a shadowy figure in one of them, but didn't give you any details, really.
Okay. If where that arrow is where like 2 guards are posted, I want to kind of blindsight them, and I want to run into the water up north of where I am and just make a huge scene and just
Over
like,
here?
Yes.
Okay, so first let's make, as you run out of the prison cell, snake, there's a snake! And you just like sort of beeline around the corner, start making your way towards the swamp water. Roll deception check.
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything if I try to scream at the guards? Well,
Ooh, that was a good one. That's a 19.
Oh, nice job.
Might not
done.
need it. Let's see.
No.
Natural 20.
Oh.
He's making up.
Holy! We're choosing chaos today, everybody.
I call a referee check.
Judge.
Instant replay.
Oh, no.
So, as you run out and go, snake, oh my God! You just start beelining at it. You don't even stop for them to check you. You just run and run out. One of them's like, my lady, where is it? Is it around? Where did it go? And just like runs after you to make sure you're okay. But the other one just sort of stands there.
Okay.
I didn't see no snake.
So Lucifer's gonna come up to him like really quick by his shoulder, grab his shoulder, say, "What are you doing waiting? Go after her! I'm gonna..." And he rips out both hand axes at the same time. "I'll take care of this snake," and then runs back into the prison like flailing in his arms like he's going after this giant snake. "What are you waiting for? Go after her!"
Poisonous.
All right, make a deception check, please.
Come on.
19. Wait. Deception, not perception.
Oh.
Yeah, deception.
Where's my... I can do this. Deception +3, so 22.
Ooh, another natural 18 on there. Let's see. Come on, buddy. So you go out there with your axe like, go after her, the snakes might be on her. I'll take care of any more in here. Go, don't stand there like an idiot. No! And you just run inside again. The boywog, who's not like a knight, it's more of like a courtier, like a guide, like, you know, a helpful hand around the side. Just goes, oh my word! Oh, shit! Oh, right! Wait for me! And just runs away and follows with the other bullywog as Lucy, you kind of flare out those ethereal wings from your back, 2 hand axes out. Ah! You run inside into the back into the holding cell as Morgort, who's just kind of sitting there. As you remember, she has kind of this. What was the name again?
Right? Some kind of purple shawl or.
Yeah, like a purple shawl, and has kind of like a gear on her that's been like muddied and dirtied up and torn apart. A couple of materials for like a pilot would wear, but like a lot of her earlier clothes were kind of off to the side. They're just wearing like a big long cotton shirt and like brown pants that kind of tapered off at the calf. But you saw that she was kind of putting on more layers, putting on her aviation jacket, this brown leather coat with like a fur frock around the neck. Started to wear this, had these 2 sort of pilot goggles on that she's now kind of affixed and putting on leather gloves on, kind of getting ready to make their escape. And you just kind of run out of the holding cell to run back in front of her, and she's just like, cute.
We gotta get going as quickly as possible. Who knows how long those bollywogs will be gone for?
All right, you're gonna stay here.
Yes. And tell them that the snake died. Don't worry about it, just go.
The bullywogs eat snakes. All right, fine. And
Danger.
he's gonna make a stealth check before running out of this place. Okay. So the two bullywogs just running after Moss in her best Princess Peach impression with the skirt hiked up and just running out towards the swamp water. And there are two bullywog guards over here, but Morgort kind of just takes like an eye over, just waits for them just to like start talking to each other, just make a little glance, and with their very powerful bullywog frog-like leg, just make a giant leap over to this side and just splashes into the swamp water and just disappears instantly.
Fantastic.
For you, Moss, as you run towards the swamp water, are you diving right into the water, or are you like running for it and like stopping, or what are you doing?
I think I'm diving right into the water, and I'm flailing a lot to try and give Morgort the best advantage possible. So I'm like flailing around in the water, and then I get up and just like, are there leeches here?
So you dive into the water?
Yeah, I dive into the water.
Okay. Oh God, get a snake off me! Get a snake off me! Are the leeches in here? And the bullywog just kind of look at you, and they stop immediately before going to the edge. Ma'am. Are you just like swimming like atop of the water?
I want to still be able to touch the ground, so I don't think I go out far, but I'm in the water flailing. Yes.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
I think that's a passive perception. 14.
14.
Da-dum.
Oh God. Moss is gonna be
Joy of magical water.
Oh yay, Fey wild water.
Watch it just be Gelderberg. I'm like, hello.
Oh, no.
You stepped on my land.
Okay. Sorry, just seeing something really quickly here. No worries at all. Nothing for you to worry about at all.
Oh, I don't like it when a DM says that.
So
my little thing goes away.
as you start flailing in the water, making quite the scene, you notice that the two bullywogs just, they both stop at the swamp edge, at the sort of marshland edge, as you're just smacking the water really hard. Even though you're trying to make sure you're like touching the water, kind of in the shallow end, they just go, Princess.
What?
Shh, don't move. Don't move.
Should I get out of the water?
Very, very slowly. Walk forward. I need you to roll a stealth check.
Oh, good. Okay.
And our first death in the campaign.
And our first death.
Can Lucifer
Stealth,
be...
you said?
Stealth, yeah.
Okay. Oh no, that's a 7. Oh no, that's a 7.
Roll a one.
Roll a 6.
The music just changed?
It did.
So, as you start to be very still and start to walk across the shallow end, you find yourself
I tripped.
start to slip a little bit. You fall through, and you look behind you, and you see this translucent blue amphibian hand just grab your shoulder and pull you into the water.
Oh,
I need you to roll initiative as a merfolk starts to grab you and pull you down into the depths of the swamp water.
Oh, poop.
Okay, my initiative's 14.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Well.
So, should I roll my character now, or?
Okay, so Moss 14.
Oh, there's two of them.
Oh, they're close by.
Okay, but still.
All right, so as these two merfolk reach up and grab you, go, Princess, no! Oh my god! Alert the gods! Alert the gods! Run! Run! And they both just book out and start to run for any nearby bullywug guards that can assist, because they're powerless. They're not combatants at all. They're just like handlers, servants of the court.
Does Lucifer notice this commotion?
You're inside.
I think he ran over.
Make a perception check.
Now, are Quincy and I inside the building and we can't see this as well? Because, like...
I will have you both make perception checks as
13.
well. 13. What was your stealth was 7. Okay.
Mine was 7.
A 10!
A 10.
Great rolls.
It's a solid roll.
So,
first roll of the night.
So Jennings, yours was a 7?
13.
13. Ebby, 10?
Yeah.
Quincy?
18.
18. So you, after this first round of combat, you start to hear splashing in the water, and it doesn't seem very
out of ordinary,
ordinary, dangerous, or anything like that, because you're not here like help, help. You just hear like someone splashing in the water, and that's it. But pretty soon you'll start to hear, as I start off with Moss here. Moss, you'll have the opportunity to like shout out or call to your friends to be able to aid them to you if you so wish. But with that, we will start with Moss. What would you like to do?
Oh, cool. Okay, so one of them has an arm on me?
One of them does right now, yeah. Sorry, 2 Marrow, not Merfolk, Marrow.
Oh, okay. Well, first I'm definitely gonna call out, Lucifer, Abby, Quincy, help me!
Which are actually larger than I thought. They're actually this big.
Oh my god!
Pretty.
Oh my god!
Cool. We're gonna die.
Oh god, okay, we're fine.
Everything's fine, everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
So does that technically mean that I'm grappled, or do I have to take an action to...
So it was more for roleplay effect, them grabbing your shoulder and pulling you back into the water. So you're not technically grappled right now.
Okay, so with the one hand that they have on me, I'm gonna do my agile parry. I'm gonna make an unarmed strike, and by doing so, while still holding a Kensei weapon, I get a +2 bonus to my AC until my next turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make an unarmed strike.
All right.
That would be a 17.
17 hits.
Perfect. What is that? That's a D4. Okay, that is 7 damage.
Okay.
And because it says agile parry as your attack action, so I can still do a key point, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it says bonus action or anything like that.
For the agile parry, it only takes my attack option.
Yeah. So some things will be like you use a key point to imbue other things.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So key point is for a bonus.
Yeah, so think of it as like you've got a storage of like key points that you can use to like help power up attacks. Maybe use a bonus action to do a key point to do something. As long as you're just kind of reading the wording of it, you should be fine.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do a flurry of blows then. To take 2 unarmed strikes. Cool. Okay.
Okay, so that first one was 7
damage. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, my next one is only a 9 to attack. And then another 9. But I'm going to take my movement to get back on land.
Okay.
Question mark if I can do that?
Let's see here. Roll me a strength check really quick.
Okay, I'm not going to use that dice no more. Okay, that was good. Strength check. That would be 19.
19. So yeah, so as that hand kind of pushes you down, sort of the shallow end of the water, you're able to just kind of use a sort of special maneuver where you wrap it around your hand, punch the marrow like in the face. You have these they have these very like Creature from the Black Lagoon kind of similar look to them, where there's like fish scales and amphibious wings and things around their gills, around their hands and under their armpits, all kind of a dark blue coloration. As they're going in to grab you, kind of twist one, punch in the face a few times, take it away from you, and you're able to break free.
Sweet. So can I take my movement to get on land?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, I'm back over here. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3. I'm moving away. Moving away.
Oh, so she's back by me now.
Wait, okay, so my movement is 40 feet. So this is a good distance. I'm just trying to get away from the water.
Okay.
Can I just be like running by Lucifer? Lucifer, get away from the water!
I'm about to say, Lucifer's gonna be like, what's going on?
Yeah, so for Lucifer's like POV, you kind of did the little snake thing. You're like, a piece of cake. And Margot's like, all right, that's weird. They usually eat snakes, but whatever. And then they just kind of like peek out like, I'll see you soon. Just escape around the corner, and you're like, job well done. Then you hear a bunch of splashing, and you hear, oh! Just like Moss, just not even that long ago, right away, is just like running away from the water.
What's going on?
Don't go near the water!
Water's not really my thing, but all right. So he just starts jogging after Moss.
All right, so we'll get to that.
She's running away from something.
Yeah, so we're gonna have this round complete, and then we'll get you initiative after that. Okay, so Merfolk, or the Marrow, sorry, are gonna go.
How do you spell that?
Marrow, Merrow.
They're really badass looking, by the way.
Yeah. So they got like a sort of a mermaid like lower half, like long sort of fishtail that kind of scales down for a while, and they're wearing kind of like adornment of some sort of armor, like shoulder pieces and sort of metal and leather pieces around their waist that kind of droop down for like various items. They have a harpoon in one hand and all these long sort of deep sea sort of fish-like details with these long sort of tentacle bits trailing from their cheekbones and their chin, and these sort of big fins that come along their head, and some fins that poke out from their shoulders and their back. These long, scaly fingers with long nails protruding from them. Very cool.
It looks like a fantasy Gyarados.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh my gosh, come on, man.
Like a badass Witcher Gyarados.
I love it.
But yeah, so as you are trying to run away there, Moss, as you try to book it away from the shoreline, the Marrow kind of swims up to shore and it kind of is able to prop itself on its tail, takes out that harpoon and throws it over to you to try to drag you back into the water. So it's going to try to make a hit. Fuck. 12.
Yep.
Not going to do it there. But the other one that's backing it up is also going to attempt to do so. Let's get 40 feet. It's gonna get over there.
Okay.
Not using that dice. Gonna use this dice. Come on, baby.
Oh, I like the other one.
17 to hit.
It just hits with my AC.
Okay, so first off, it's gonna do. Oh shit. 10 points of piercing damage as the second harpoon. The first harpoon misses wide. The second one, spear pierces through your shoulder and almost like ruins a part of your very nice dress that you bought. And now we're gonna have to do a contested strength roll to see if the Marrow is able to pull you back into the swamp.
Can I help her at all or not? Because it's not my turn.
Not here. You're kind of just about to enter to the fray here.
You got it.
All right. So strength check. Oh no.
I didn't roll well either. I got an 11.
I got a 7.
No.
I rolled a fucking 3. You diced it.
We're both struggling, but I'm
Yeah,
You rolled a 3 and got an 11.
No, I rolled 7.
Oh, okay.
So the harpoon, as you see Moss kind of running away through the shore, like, Lucy! You see one harpoon kind of go past the entrance of the prison, fly by, then another one. Ah! And Moss, you're able to kind of like, again, sort of wrap your arm around the tendril, just like pull it out of the Marrow's hands as the scaly beast just gets pinched and sliced, and just hear this loud squeal as their hand just gets razor corded away as you just pull the twine away from them and take it out and put it on the ground.
I'm keeping this.
And now, if the three of you would like, you can all roll initiative.
Fantastic.
What if we don't want to roll it?
Ooh.
13.
Hang on. Initiative +1, so 17.
14. All right, Quincy.
9.
9. All right. Okay, so Lucy, you will be going up first.
Sick.
What would you like to do?
Okay, here we go. So she's over there. These two creatures, one of them tried to get her, but ripped. Are there guards still over? I don't know how to like send a signal. Are there guards over by the building where the escort's able to get help or no?
So there's guards standing out like right here.
Are they in earshot or no?
Two of them are inside currently, but you definitely could like shout out to them if you wanted to.
Okay, so Lucifer's gonna use his thaumaturgy to scream out, "Gods, we need help at once! The princess is in danger!"
Okay.
And then I will. Lucifer, can Lucifer like assess the situation? Are these mer folk going to be able to get on the land?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. That is a 9. What is my investigation bonus? 10.
10. So you can kind of see that their mermaid-like tails kind of pushing them up as they're standing up through it. The bottom half being very fish-like, like they could probably slither on the ground, but it'd probably be very slow.
Okay.
Being in the water is where they do their most damage. So they have the opportunity to go on the land, but they probably would it'd be very hard for them to move around.
Okay, so one of them, the harpoon is ripped out of their hands by Moss, so Moss has that harpoon currently. The other one, did it already pull its harpoon back to itself?
Yeah.
Okay, so can Lucifer then go ahead and pull out his super sick new bow?
Yeah, do it, my dude. The metal bladed bow that you got from the Agdon Lawn Scarf Horde. That's
Great.
two almost like, not like a Klingon thing, but like two curved scimitar-like blades. They're just very elongated. That has a twine. Those are arcane twine where you could use it as a bow or use it as close combat as well.
So Lucifer wants to stay near this cell only because it's a good vantage point where one of the mer people has not seen him yet. The other one is a good bow and arrow shot. Plus, then if the other one tries to use its harpoon again, maybe he can run out and help and like cut the harpoon or something. But he wants to take a bow and arrow shot at the creature on the left.
Okay.
From his vantage point.
Go for it. Use that bow.
Oh no! he's new to this bow.
It's a Nerf bow.
Monk.
Oh God. Where is it? So it's a 5 to hit.
That will miss as you kind of take out the metal bow, and it's very new. Like you're not used to you're used to like using bows in the past have been wooden, very typical make, but this one having like metal on the side, it's got a very specific weight to it. So you're kind of pulling it out, but you're also like as it hit kind of like it compacts itself too. So it comes in on itself, and you click that button, and it goes down. You're like, Jesus Christ. You're just like kind of a little wary of it as the sharp blade's very near your face. Like, okay. And it just kind of goes wild and just misses completely on that first shot.
Fantastic. Do I have a second action? And no, I think. No, I think the only thing I could use is second wind, but I don't know if I can use a second wind right now.
Second wind is to replace. Oh yeah, forget an extra turn. I mean, it's up to you. You'd have to wait for a long rest or short rest, I believe, to get it back. If you want to use it here or keep it for something more important, up to you.
Okay. Well, Lucifer for now notices that Moss is currently okay, so he's gonna be like, okay, that first shot was really embarrassing. Let me sit here for a second, observe, and I'll be ready.
I will be honest.
He's so embarrassed because he's such a good fighter in his own mind that he missed so badly with that shot. He goes, okay, clearly I'm gonna wait this next one out.
Wait a few seconds.
There's no like immediate danger, so he's like,
okay, it's fine. They can't get in the land that well. It's okay. Just take a deep breath. Okay. All right, so that's Lucy's turn, and then we'll go back to Moss. What would you like to do? You can stand your ground, hold your action, go in for retribution. What are you thinking?
What would you say a harpoon counts as? A simple weapon?
Sure.
Okay, well, I'm proficient in that. Simple weapons. Okay, so I'm gonna make a long-ranged attack, but I don't know what the stats would be for that. Unless, I don't know.
Let me see here.
I'd like to
Give it back to him.
So 1d6 piercing. Range is 15 feet or 45 feet at disadvantage. So you could pick it up and throw it back at the marrow. You have to get within 15 feet for it not to be with disadvantage, but that's totally up to you.
Am I at 20 right now?
Let's see. Ruler out. 15 feet to this one right there.
Okay. I know it's counterintuitive, but I think I have a plan. But again, I thought I had a plan before. So I'm gonna take the harpoon that I have on the ground, and I'm gonna take off the rope and just hit them with a harpoon. So that even if they have the weapon back, they can't drag me into the water anymore.
So you're gonna take the rope off and then
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Make an attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, that's a natural 19.
oh,
No.
Yes.
nice.
Okay. And that's a 1d6, you said?
Yes.
Cool.
Plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay. Okay, that would be 6 damage.
6 damage. That's the same one that you hit before. Okay.
And I think that's all I can do because all my attacks are up close and I don't want to risk that.
I like that choice.
Smart.
Boil in the water a little bit more.
So after you do a couple of blows to get yourself a bit of distance, rock back, you see Lucy come out with the metal bow, shoots, but it goes wide into the fog, into the mist. Kind of notice down that the one harpoon is still there. The other one got dragged back into the swamp. Pick it up, kind of undo the sort of crude knot that's on the other end, and whoosh, switch it around. Just hits it strong into the shoulder as it rises in the water. And you see just black-blue blood start to peer into the murky swamp below, and it takes a big squeal in the head, and it kind of rises around. You see his tail whip up and splash of water as a reaction.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. After that is Ebby. What would you like to do, if anything?
Yeah. So Abby has heard the
Sad.
commotion,
How does this
right?
dog thing? Pardon me.
I'm sure.
Oh, what is it? Has Abby heard the commotion?
Yeah, so both you and Quincy kind of just heard the splashing about, or just like, okay, whatever.
Loose
And then all of a
balls
sudden, you heard Lucy and Moss talking to each other, like, Lucy, help me! And then you heard kind of the weapons being hit. You turned around, you can see.
Now we do see the two large.
Large the angry animated Gyarados coming out. And like,
Could almost mean nothing to Abby at this point.
Well, I was gonna say Lucifer did shout with thaumaturgy before he attacked.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is very loud.
So Abby turns around to the shout and looks out and sees Moss running away and the two massive creatures over on the side. And just sighs. He's like, it never ends. And then he looks, and he's just judging the situation. He's like, I don't know if I want to go.
Could always talk to them.
That's what I've been planning this whole time. What was my conversation gonna be? So Abby looks at Quincy. Is like, I think we're needed. And then just starts heading his way out. He just not too close because he doesn't know what these things are. And so he just moves himself just out onto the bridge. And no, maybe a bit closer to the bridge. That'd be safe there. And then he looks at them, and in Fae, because he's assuming they're Fae, just yells at him, is like, what is going on?
So you talk to them in Fae.
Yeah.
And the Fae language is kind of like almost a mixture of like eloquent, like French and Italian, has a very like beautiful cadence to it. And the merfolk who's like squealing around has this big harpoon in its shoulder, the other merfolk dragging the other harpoon towards it, like getting ready for a strike. Speaks very eloquent language to them. Their fish gills and their sagging tentacles from their chins and their cheeks look over to you. They don't seem to understand your language.
Good try.
Okay.
You can always make a check to determine like what languages they speak.
Yeah, what do I have to roll for that?
Nature check.
Wonderful, I get bonuses. Well, no matter what, I win. That's a 23.
So, you know Marrow to be a fairly territorial creature, very aggressive in nature, almost like the Wolverines of the sea, you might say.
Right.
They don't have a very good taste for bullywog. It's not their natural prey. So almost like with a shark smelling blood, just going into this almost trance-like state when there's anything near it that is like a food source, they just go into predator mode, and it's just like instinct. Like, it's not personal. It's not like I'm gonna kill you. It's like food, do anything to get food. Yeah. But you know, the language that they do speak are Abyssal and Aquan.
Abyssal?
You know
I
Abyssal?
win! I do!
What the random? All right.
I had a feeling from our last one shot I'd need it.
True. That is true.
So Abby just decides like, okay, well, back to you. And then continues to repeat himself, but in Abyssal.
All right. So what is it that you said?
It's like, what is going on here?
They came into our territory hungry!
Hungry? Well, we can find you some food. There's no reason to go after them.
Just like shouting out this like gurgling of water and just grunts out at you. Just say, "What's the fun in that? We love the hunt."
Oh well, there's. That's fucking true though.
Moss is just looking over at Ebby, who's usually so regal, and just like going, Ebby, did you drink the water? Don't
Abby's
drink the
thinking,
water.
Whale, I am the one.
Right.
Okay. So Abby just pauses because he doesn't really think of what he can do to possibly offer help in the situation, and then be like, well, why don't we go on a hunt and find you some food that's not this group?
Like this one merfolk is like trying to engage and attack your friends. The other one is just speaking this dark abyssal language over to Abby as they're just having this random conversation. And they go over to like, sorry, what did you say again?
I said, well, why don't we go on a hunt and try and find you some food and not eat these people here?
And you just see the merfolk kind of looking at you as you're saying this, like, I think I just found one. And just starts to raise the harpoon to throw it at you.
Okay, Abby just stops and just sighs, and then he's like, and then he looks at.
But I will say, make a persuasion check.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Where do we
Well,
find a
it's not
ranger
gonna work because
Bottom left.
a 12.
I also speak abyssal.
I thought you did. You demon.
He is from the 9 hells. I mean, if anyone's gonna speak the abyssal.
Oh, that's great.
I think it's why Abby and him are friends.
So this is actually like,
We can at each other and understand.
So you try to attempt to sway their instincts. I rolled very high against your persuasion. So unfortunately, it does not take. Good attempt though, and it could have worked. But unfortunately, my roll was a bit higher. So
Okay.
it's just got that shark-like instinct that just sees you and all your pretty colors and all of the feathers and just say, "You do." Starts to raise a harpoon. Anything else you'd like to try?
Oh, at this point, Abby goes into his defense mode. He's not going to allow something to happen to him right now. So he just sighs, and then he quickly judges the situation.
So you've done this conversation. We'll say that was like your bonus action to do. So
Okay.
you still have an action left.
Okay, can I see Lucy?
From where you are, Lucy is on the other side of this structure, so you can't see him currently.
Okay, so Abby knows that he has to kind of get out of this at the moment because a projectile that big he does not want to deal with. So against his better judgment, because, he doesn't really want to fight this thing, but he feels, let's just try and fix this. So Abby just takes a deep breath. He puts his talons together and shoves them to the ground and casts Spike Growth at them.
Ooh. Okay.
What'd I do?
Okay, so Spike Growth can be placed up to 150 feet away from me. And it makes
Like scroll.
a 10 by 20 feet sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And anything and in the 20-foot radius centered of the point within the twists and sprouts, the spikes and thorns, the area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves in to or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Ooh.
And the transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time of the spell cast must make a wisdom perception check against your spell save DC to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering.
Okay, so it is 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So you kind of point sort of just behind the folks, so it does your party just so it just encloses the merfolk that are in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you sort of walk over across the bridge, you have this conversation, and one of them just looks at you, and that like bloodlust instinct eye just takes over, that shark-like mindset, you do, and goes up for a reach with their harpoon. You're like, one of these days it'll work. And your plumage of wings, your feathers just bloom up as a few of them fall from your wrist and from your arms as you wave them off into this instinctive hand-like motion. You feel Lucy and Moss, you feel the sort of rumbling on the ground underneath you in the squishy marshland as these vines, these swamp-like vines of vegetation just erode and come up through the swampland, through the mud, and you just see these vines just latch on like multiple whiplashes around the merfolk. And as the one kind of raises that harpoon, several vines just latch onto it, so the arm is trapped for the moment, and they're struggling and fighting through it. So good job there.
Yeah.
Do they take damage on their turn or right now?
Anytime they move.
Anytime they move, okay.
Yeah.
And when they start their turn in it, I believe.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Long
Let's
ass
just stay
time.
there.
Okay.
So now Quincy isn't outside, so if he goes out there, I think he'll have to cast a wisdom if he goes close.
Yeah, if I try to step in, but I have plans.
Okay.
Yeah, so when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. So if they move from the spot, they'll take damage from the thorns ripping them to shreds and sawing through. All right, good job there. After that, we come to Quincy.
All right. At this point here, since with the conversation and everything, I'm assuming the goblin and I are already in the basket, kind of like he's giving me the tour.
So he was starting to give you the tour. The two darklings that look after the shop are like, "You want to take a tour? Come follow me over here." Was starting to like kind of wrap you around the outside and these sort of circular staircase that kind of goes up to the upper roof part where the top half of the basket is kind of inlaid to the bottom half of the shop. And that's when you started hearing the splashing. And you're just kind of like, "Oh fuck!" And you just ran back out towards Debbie.
I don't want to run out. I want to kind of just like look and kind of see, because. I saw them fight. I saw Abby shout wail at them and everything. And I'm like, Quincy has something he wants to do. He's like really set to this. So I want to kind of see like if the Darklings will still escort me up to like, and kind of like almost ignore them. I'll kind of like look, I kind of use my perception. I saw it. I acknowledged it. I ignore it. And I want to keep on going into the tour.
Okay. So as you're getting this tour of the Trinket, Bauble, and Charms shop, with the two Darklings, one named Trinket and one named Bauble. One's a bit of a older looking, taller one a bit shorter. You want them just continue to give them a tour.
Yeah. I want them to show me around. Of
the Rain Cloud balloon. Okay, so as you're kind of like, "Hey, over here, just come over here for a minute. I will go up these stairs." You see the sort of winding stairs going up. Then behind you, you hear the splashing and like, "Oh, Lucifer, help!" Your friend Abby just speaking in devilish tongues. Roll to see if the Darklings kind of notice and say anything about it.
Yep, that's me.
They rolled high. So the Darklings kind of hear the splash and the commotion. They kind of stop for a minute.
Well, that's odd.
Anything we should worry about? Are your friends in trouble?
Oh, it's just a Tuesday.
Does it look like they're in trouble? They're fine.
I can't see them from here. I'm very, very small.
Oh, you're right. Anyway, what's this?
Make a persuasion check.
Steal me their marble.
18.
Two. So the Darklings look at you like, not the first time, not the last time. All right. So, what do you...
Hey, Wild, am I right?
Yeah, pretty much. There's probably those merfolk acting up again. Now they'll be fine. Or maybe they'll die. Who fucking cares? Anyway, so the rain cloud balloon, and it just starts walking up the staircase. Are you asking like specific questions?
What I would like to do is, I was assuming there was only one because I thought one was going to stay down at the bottom and one was going to escort me up. But if both of them are there, what I wanted to do is I would like to get to the edge of the balloon, like as we're looking at over, kind of like like they're showing me kind of like how it's tied up and everything. I want to, when there's a moment that we're at the edge or like kind of like looking over and they're kind of like at the edge of the balloon, I want to cast Thunderwave and push them out.
Wait, what? Hold on.
We woke up and shows chaos.
We're doing this. This is what we're doing.
So, as we're looking over, and I'd be like, "Oh, and what's this over here? Like over by the railings." I want, if they're gonna come over and be like, "Oh, this is what this." I would be like, as I'm behind them, and like, poof, push them out of the edge.
Well, fuck a duck. Okay, hold on. Do I have minis on that board there with the Darklings? I don't. Okay, let me put some Darkling minis on there, because we woke up and chose chaos today. Okay, one second.
You wanted more food?
It's going down, everybody. It's going down. You know what? Yeah, sure, they can be drow minis for the time being, because that's quicker. I love it. I love it. Okay, they are small. Okay. All right. This looks a lot scarier than they actually are, but...
I don't know. You sent us pictures before. They're creepy. The little creepers.
Little creepy darkling things. Okay, so... say on the basket kind of showing you around here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thunderwave. Just because I did not prepare a map for this, because I did not think this would happen. But we're doing it. Let's see. 10 feet. Okay. So
You must make a con 13.
So I'm just trying to get. I'm brain computing. So you are attempting. While you're upper echelon, this upper part of the basket, the basket attached in big cables to the giant storm cloud above.
Yes.
The basket piloting box is kind of almost looks like a makeshift roof to the rest of the shop, and the shop itself with the roof attached kind of looks like a tiki shack almost, made of like straw and hay and other sort of local materials. It has this kind of like chimney roof like top, with this very round diameter space and then kind of this very sharp pointed spot for the basket to sit up top on. So what I'm guessing you're trying to do
I want to learn how
it's away
attached.
the darklings over the railing.
Over the railing, off the basket into the water.
And this is before you're asking them any questions. She's like, so the basket up here, what's a hopaka?
Okay, well, maybe not. Well, not right away. I want.
This is what you just said.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I go up and I thunder away them off the
like as I'm asking them, and if they're up at the edge, I want to thunder wave them. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
We can bargain to save them if they flail enough.
Okay.
We'll see if we get to that point.
First off, I have to make Constitution saving throw for both. Step 1, roll said Constitution saving throw.
Doing great.
Oh boy. Okay. Shit you not. I just rolled it. That's a natural 20.
Okay, so they take half damage.
That's one of them. So there's a potential for the other one to be blown outside, but oh my god, I love this. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! Crit kit! The best dice that any DM could. 2 natural 20s! Back to fucking back! Let's go! Holy shit.
One of the only times enemies attack and get slapped away.
But they failed. So they do take half damage, but they aren't pushed.
They are not pushed. That's
so
correct.
They'll get like hit. Let's just say like they hit like the railing or a piece of machinery, but they don't fall off the railing. So make your damage there.
That was 11 thunder damage. So half that is like 6.
Yeah, we'll say 6. All right. Well, I have to roll initiative for these guys now.
I'll say we are having multiple attacks on multiple fronts at this point.
If it worked, I would have done so well.
Oh, dude, what's the? Literally, what are the chances?
What?
I guess
No.
1 in 40. That I would have rolled 2 back-to-back natural 20s. No, I didn't do it now. I just said like for that.
I thought we were going to take it.
To have gone the way it just did was a sound plan. No one would have thought, yeah, I'll do this, and the DM will roll 2 nat 20s back-to-back to make sure they stay. That is unreal.
I thought you rolled a 3rd. I was like, what?
I was like,
I am on fire!
I do have a bonus action.
Correct. Hold on, let me just get these darklings. Oh, okay. We got that one in there. I thought this was just going to be a simple merfolk just try to fuck with you, but nope. Now it's just took a dark turn.
That was me a fun battle.
Oh yeah, this shit's popping off. Okay. Quincy, what is your dex?
My just it's 11. 0 plus 0. It's 11.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. And I knew this was going to be a chaotic session. I just had a fucking. Okay, so I'll describe everything after you finish your plan. So yeah, you do that. You blast them. They hit the wall, but they don't fall off. What are you doing next?
I want Coco to shoot one, and he's got Force Ballista that can push him 5 feet if he hits it.
But wait, is it a radius thing, or are you just hitting one of them?
I'm hitting one. I'm shooting one. So Coco has the Force Ballista, and it's a ranged attack. And on a hit, it can push a target creature, one creature, 5 feet away. And so I kind of want to like then push up against the railing, hit him in the head, and kind of like knock him over, like with this hit to force him out. Force one of them out.
Okay. Which one are you hitting?
The taller one. Because I feel like that would be easier to get them out.
So my mistake. They were two Darklings are the same. The taller one is their boss charm that they described was visiting with Bavlorna currently. So they're both the same small size.
Oh, sure. Well, I'll shoot one of them. It doesn't.
Let's say the left one here.
That's sure. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine by me. So gonna roll to hit. That's a 19 to hit. It's 14 plus 5.
That'll hit.
And then 2d8 plus 3. 4 plus 3. It's 11 total damage and plus 5 foot push.
Oh my god. Okay, so this happens. All right. Well, let's give this the moment. Let's give this the moment this deserves, because this was fucking out of nowhere and I love it so much. So you rush up the winding staircase, just splashing the commotion from your friends. The Darklings are like, aren't you worried about that? Should we do something? You're like, absolute time in the Feywild, am I right? Don't worry about it. They'll be fine. I guess so. Merfolk, they're fucking crazy anyway. Yeah, maybe they'll die. Maybe they won't. Whatever. Anyway, so the rain cloud here. And they kind of lead you up the winding staircase and to this basket that pilots the swamp balloon. And there's a couple of mishmash of like metal gears mixed in with the organic materials of the straw and the wood inside, but there are a couple levers to push a string for the gas to admit. Usually that would be the case for a normal swamp gas balloon, right? There'd be like a pulley for the fire to get really large, really small to be able to make the gas sort of alleviate. But this is a strange storm cloud balloon that's completely unique from any kind of swamp gas balloon out there. So there's a lot of like levers and buttons to push, and there's like dials and gauges, like all these big, huge cables that are going to support the giant radius of the storm cloud, but also various pulleys and things. It's quite a complicated process, but it's surrounded by this sort of guard railing from the sort of small enclosed wicker basket with a metal railing on the side for people to like hold on to if things get rocky. So you go up and you're like, oh, this is incredible. That is massive. But I do have one question. How do you go? Two of these small Darklings, they're not even like, they're like hobbit size. They look like fucking children. They're like toddlers. And you just storm, like thunder wave them as their little tiny bodies just smashed against the controls and the dials and the materials. You hear like a couple of backs crack as the sheer force almost hits their rib cage and one in the spine from the railing. Ow, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. And then bam! And one just goes just one shot death, and his limped body just falls against the railing, and you just see the rest of the body just
Got one.
As you straight up murder
Quincy.
Oh my
And
god.
Bobble, who's just like been knocked to shit like a 1-2 arcane haymaker, just like holding their cracked rib from the railings, looks at you and goes, just like runs over to you and is going in for the attack. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I wanted to kind of point the Coco, order him in preparation and be like, we're commandeering this ship on the name of Zabilna. And if he's gonna like obviously attack, it probably cuts me off.
Oh.
He's just gonna
Pure rage doesn't fucking even, like, you murdered his best friend in cold blood.
we out here.
Question.
Yes.
Does that splash like take the attention of one of the marrow?
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
Food option.
I know, right?
So actually, the Darkling, they rolled before you, Quincy, and one right after you, and you killed the one before you. So I get to roleplay an attack with the one in front of you. Son of a bitch. Okay. Oh shit! I did not see this part.
I have a question.
What? Wait 1 second. I just read a feature of the Darkling that's very important. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Quincy.
Yes.
So before that Darkling fell over the side, you hit him with the griffin as the mechanical bird shifts into a cannon. Bam! Wow. And you see his body convulse, and this massive bright light explodes from the Darkling's chest before it vaults over the railing. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What the heck?
As a death flash of light extrudes from the gun exit wound, flashes out of the body of pure light from the Darkling phase body.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Dirty played. So you are not blinded,
Okay.
Oof.
but
Great.
in a 10-foot radius, as you see the Darkling body, like almost like piercing a being of pure light, this radiant flash goes out from it, and as it topples over, its body just singes and burns to ash and falls into the water in complete dust.
So no
Like
food.
Like a vampire being stabbed in the chest.
Interesting. Wow.
Whew! Okay.
The
So,
monologue there made me feel sadness for a little bit, little regret. Don't appreciate that.
and it's his buddy Bobble is just making a lunge for you and is going to make a dagger attack.
Sure.
Dagger.
What a session, everybody.
Stab him with a unicorn horn. Just-
Stabby.
Don't tempt me.
Natural one! Fuck my life.
That's what you get for 2 20s.
That's right.
Luck had to die at some point. So
I'm gonna like
Bobble
keep a list
just-
of how many natural ones Kevin's got against me. That's 4.
Oh my god. So Bobble runs towards you, goes, "Murderer!" Ah! And runs over to you like, "Oh shit!" And you just start to like run around the central kind of control box, like running around this little tiny small darkness. Just like running around you as you're just kind of going ring around the rosy around the control panel.
Oh, no.
And you see them pull out this dagger and this dark, wispy, ashy essence coming off of the blade, trying to run after you. But that'll be the Darkling's turn. After that, it's the Merfolk. Hip hop hooray! So one of them reaches down, pulls up, actually gets into pulls out the harpoon that was in its body, rips it off, and just pulls out more rope from underneath, and taking one of the vines from Ebby's spike growth and attaches it to the harpoon, not moving but being stationary, throws the harpoon again at Moss,
Okay.
and it's going to try to drag you in.
Am I able to use a reaction?
You have reactions. They just have to meet the specific requirements for the action to work. So it'll say, if you have something that can catch ranged things, that's one reaction. If a ranged attack's been out, you can use your reaction to catch it if that's what the reaction says.
Yes.
Other ones will say, when you're getting melee attack or whatever, just as long as the reaction has met the certain parentheses, then it can work.
I guess my question was if I had to prepare a reaction or if reactions were just kind of like...
Reaction just happen no matter what, not on your turn, as long as whatever the requirements are for it to work happen.
Nice.
Do you have a reaction that could work? Which one's that?
It is deflect. Okay, where is it? Reaction. It is deflect missiles attack. If I reduce the damage of a ranged weapon attack to 0, I can take said attack, catch it, rewind it back at them with proficiency.
Right.
bonus.
That's right. So is that you trying to beat you're trying to beat the attack or the damage roll?
The damage. Wait. The damage you take from the attack. Yes.
So I'm gonna roll to hit. If I hit, I'll roll damage. Then you'll roll something to subtract said damage, and if it goes to 0, you can throw it back. Am I correct?
Yes.
All right. So let's
my
see
God.
if it. All right, booby wings, calm down. Let's see if it'll.
Hold on.
Oh. All right. No. Let's see if this works. So first, you're gonna see if I roll to hit with the harpoon. Hiya. God damn. So you don't even have to throw it back. Just hit wide. Just shoo.
Is it at my feet?
Doesn't even hit. Just sort of goes wild. Not even near you. It's a natural one. Just shoots wild as they're in pain from getting hit. As he tries to throw the harpoon at you, but the pain from the harpoon hit you hit before, and the spike growth underneath its scaly body just winces and throws it wide. It just pulls the harpoon back towards it.
Oh, that's right. I had a rope to it. Dang it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go for the second marrow over here, which can just see.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Good old Lucy here, so we're gonna try another attack. Please, for the love of God, no more natural ones. Great, right now.
Roll a 2, roll a 2, roll a 2.
You son of a bitch! Why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Good job, Shane!
Come on!
Shane's a sorcerer in real life.
Get your peacock magic out of my face.
It was one of my firefights. I moved it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
incredible.
Once again, the marrow pulls out the harpoon, throws it at you, kind of hits the side of the prison cell as you just duck in from the doorway, and it pulls it back in. So yeah, both will miss. But after this second round of combat, you start to hear a couple bullywog knights start to come out from the sort of makeshift palace here that's surrounding a giant, massive tree. So it's, I'll get some trouble! Bullywogs to the arms! Their little webbed feet start coming out with these big, huge spikes. What are they called? Big, huge spikes with like sort of the axe, like blades in their side.
Halberd?
That's one. Two
Nice.
big halberds come out with the frocks around their neck from the bullywog knights and their makeshift sort of metal ancient sort of Roman helmets that they have. They're very like pointed and kind of come down to the sides. Yeah! And they start webbing out and try to assist you. Which I will roll their initiative too.
So many fights.
So many fights.
Okay.
It's gonna be a
Bullywog.
lot worse though.
It still has the potential to be very bad. You are trying to steal something from the fucking court right now, Quincy.
I have a
I'm
question.
succeeding.
about that.
We're rooting for you, Quincy.
I want to see what happens.
I'm very excited to see what the fuck this goes.
Did the one who died have the marble?
I have no idea.
Who's got my eye color?
Yeah, you don't really know.
Find the marble, I want it.
I want my eye color back. Okay.
So you guys wait till after this break.
Ooh, that's another one. Okay. Holy cow, everybody! This is fucking a D&D. Let's go. Okay. Is that on that before? Yeah. All right. So as 4 pairs of bullywog knights start to come out of the Soggy Court Kingdom, seeing the merfolk in tow, they're starting to come over to your aid. And Jennings, you were trying to say something before. If they looked like you were going to ask a question or something, I was interrupted by accident.
No.
Brilliant.
I think I was confused because I think you said 4 pairs. And I'm like, I see 2 pairs.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so. Okay, so the Bullywog Knight, one of them rolled a nat 20, so they're going to
Oh.
when it aids you, great.
I remember now what I was going to ask.
Speed 30. Okay. What was that?
I was going to ask, but then I realized it was still the Marrow's turn, so I couldn't probably do anything. I was just saying, can Lucifer reactively reach out and grab the harpoon that kind of got stuck or hit the side of the prison and like do like a tug of war type thing? But if it was still his turn and Lucifer couldn't do anything, then I understand.
Yeah, there are reaction abilities that like Moss's. It's one of the best monk abilities, deflect missiles, where if they can reduce the damage to 0, they can catch it and throw it back.
Yeah.
But there'll be other abilities like that you might be able to ascertain.
I wanted to pull this thing onto the land.
But one of the bullywogs just kind of gets ahead of the other knights and just says, "To arms, help our guests!" Runs in with the halberd and is gonna make a strike.
Let's go.
Wait. My damage ring, they're gonna get hurt.
They don't know that.
Oh, God.
Well, no, it's right. So it's actually right where I placed it. So the line of it, you can kind of see it's in the dark green.
Right.
It's just it's just right in the water, basically. They would have to go into the water for it to work. So,
Okay.
No worries there.
It depends on how quirky they are.
Yes. All right, so let's see.
Depends how
First
dramatic
attack,
they are.
against myself, 10. And a 24. So one of those will definitely hit. 1d10.
We love the AI
10.
thing.
13. No kidding. 13 points of damage, full damage to that merfolk with the hit of the halberd. So, well, that's a good hit too. So you see this one particular bullywug knight just rush over the halberd. Back, you devils! Goes in for a sort of a giant thrust as they're trying to rip off the vines, but their sort of slender body able to get out in time. And as the bullywug goes in for the strike, kind of goading the merfolk to kind of use its body to go around, we're going for a strike and just swing it around and try to come out of the other side, meeting the merfolk's head. So it goes right into the blade, like there's a giant strike. And a giant slice of the tendrils, the tentacles just fly off into the water. The giant gash around the cheekbone and the face just.
Okay.
If
I
one
see.
of them die, I want the weapon.
I want their shells.
And the bullywug too is a giant, massive, croaking chin, just full of air to make that encompassing, like big-bodied, like frog stance. Huge chunk flesh of the merfolk's face just flies into the water, and they are like heavily damaged. You see their dark blue blood just streaking down the face, and the vine still grasping on. It's having a hard time.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
And that would be that bullywog. And then Lucifer, your go.
Woo! Okay, so Lucifer just saw this happen, and the bullywog that just attacked the mayor was the left one that I can fire another arrow at. So Lucifer's like, Lucifer like is sitting here and he's hyped up again for another chance to attack, and he rolls a. Where is it? Plus what? Where it is? Okay, so rolls a 13 to hit with his bow.
Just what you need to hit. Roll damage.
Thank God.
Yes!
Finally, get to hit with the cool bow.
Okay. Damage is 1d8 plus 1. I'm looking at my new Witcher dice here.
Yeah. So you're hitting the one that's already heavily damaged, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey-ya! Oh! Natural 8!
Oh, full damage.
Plus 1, so 9.
9 points of damage.
Woo!
Okay.
Nice.
Arrow.
Good job
Lizzie.
there.
Bow and
So
arrow.
as you see the bullywug knight, like, bullywug, 2 arms! Ah! Just very capable, long frog-like legs, like, just makes it jump right over to the edge of the swampland, goes for the strike, big gash on the merfolk's face. The vines start to latch onto the body of the merfolk. Mo, he just stays tight, tried and true. All right, Lucy, you can do this. Bend it back more. Fling! Huge, deep breath as everything around you just quiets down to a murmur. You You get it right through the cheekbone that's been slashed, and even more of that flesh just falls out like a gunshot wound that splashes over the swamp water. Half of its face and skin are just falling off, and you see bits of merfolk bone and the skull starting to protrude into the swampland light, and it is ugly. Big
Having a rough
slab of
time.
skin. And like the ending of it, the flare of the feathers at the end of it, just like an exit wound from a shotgun, just and it's looking rough. It's just like hanging there. The vines are just grasping it more and more, and it's just like KO style.
KO.
Just sitting there floating in the water. Okay. Anything else, Lucy?
Can Lucifer now use his second win because he's so hyped? Number one of watching the bullywog attack so viciously.
Sure thing.
He landed another arrow.
Second win, gained another action.
Lucifer pops out, like does not care about his defenses anymore. He rolls a 16 plus
Oh, that'll hit.
plus 3, which is a 19 to hit.
That'll
He
hit.
rolls his 5 plus. Wait, on the 5 plus 1, 6 damage on the creature to the right.
Oh.
Creature to the right. So not the one that's like.
Not the one that's so
heavily
badly damaged. He's going for fresh blood.
Okay. What was the damage on that one?
That was a 6.
6.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
He's hyped now. His battle blood is raging.
Okay. So as you go down, you go. The first one, half the face explodes, skin falls off the merfolk's skull. Just like 2 shots in a row. Other one, distracted, looking at Ebby, reaching for the harpoon, still stuck from the vines, trying to rip them off and get free. Just gets stuck right in the neck. Doesn't even go out one end and out the other. Just ricks itself in there. And is trying to get up and grasp at the arrow, the silver arrow, to release it, but the vines keep pulling the merfolk's arms away from it, so it's just stuck in there, and blood is just gargling and bleeding down. Good
So
hit
excited.
there. Okay. Anything else, Lucy?
Nope.
Nope.
He's doing like a happy dance right now. He's bow and arrow.
All right. Then we'll go over to Amos. What would you like to do?
Moss is going into. No, I'm too low on health. I'm just gonna hold a reaction. I think I'm gonna call out to Ebby and ask him, "Where's Quincy?" Because I want to try and get some movement for a direction.
Is Moss close enough for me to hear?
Yeah, fairly close.
Okay.
You're definitely gonna hear them over the cacophony of battle and be like, "Where's Quincy?"
So Abby's since it's a concentration spell, Abby is still really focused on the vines. And so, do I have to roll something for this or no?
That's for damage.
Nope, you're just hearing their voice, so you're
Okay.
just still concentrate. Yeah.
Okay, so Abby turns his head over and be like, "He's in the electric thing."
In the
Right.
electric thing.
Does he need help?
Well, it's Quincy.
And for Ebby, you did hear that massive, like, thunderous, and also heard just a scattering of, like, pieces of something looshing into the swamp water afterwards.
Is it? Well, it's Quincy, and I just heard a lot of things break. So I'm assuming yes.
Okie dokie.
There are 2 bullywogs still like on the bottom level of the ship, right?
So we're gonna get to that currently. So yeah, there were 2 escorts down at the bottom part of the shop that were still there. So that's a thing. And we haven't gotten to them yet, but we will shortly.
Oh God, what can I do?
If you're low health, you can always ask me to heal if you want.
I can always toss you a hand axe if you want a ranged weapon. got 2 of them.
Or 2. Okay. I think I'm just going to continue to hold a reaction because I don't really know what to do. Any advice?
Well, you're low in health.
I'm below half.
I don't think she's been hit yet.
No, I have. I got
What's
hit
in the
with
shoulder?
Here.
You're below.
Oh, that's right. No, you got hit by the harpoon, but you didn't get pulled in.
Yeah, but we haven't taken a long rest since the fight at the Herringon's place either.
Just before that fight with her, yeah, before.
So I'm still damaged from that.
True.
So,
Well, no, you would have had a short rest from going from that place to the next place because it took a couple hours to get there.
okay, so I had 23 out of 27, but then I had 10 damage just now from that murder.
Okay.
So, frick.
I've got ranged weapons.
If Abby answered the question, did it pique your curiosity enough to go check on him?
I'm just curious about how I could persuade these bullywogs to leave the ship. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I'm going to take my distance. Am I able to do like a calculator kind of thing? Can I make it to the ship?
From where you are, what's your movement?
40 feet.
You could make it to the bottom, like to the bottom part of the shop to make it to the stairs to go up. But you wouldn't be up in the basket, but you could pretty much almost be there if you just ran over there right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to run over there just in front of them and try to convince them to leave to get more help because I'm bleeding into my dress. I'm just like, what are you two doing just standing here? There's 2 merfolk and I'm bleeding into my dress. Get more help.
And as these bullywog guides, these servants, these helpers, if you will, are just like looking up as they just saw the darkling shop owner into dust, into the swamp water, and they look as you like using all of your hind legs, like your cat-like maneuvers, just to get over there. You screech, "Go get help! Can't you see the merfolk? The Merrow are attacking all of us!" The 2 of them just. He just murdered the shop owner!
You don't know that!
Help! Help! Murder!
Okay. Okay,
Take him out, Moss.
I took my movement. I'm going to attack them.
Oh my
Atta girl.
god.
I'm going to attack them. First one
Atta
for
girl.
me.
All right. Jesus. Let's do this.
Don't call for help. Quarterstaff, D8. Okay, I'm rolling for an attack.
All right. I'm just getting some fucking. Yeah, go do it.
19.
Hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Imagine the AC is not very high.
I don't know. Quarterstaff with 2 hands, so that's going to be 8 damage.
8 damage, okay.
Okay, then I'm going to use my final key point to take a flurry of blows attack on him.
Okay.
I told you to get help! 13?
To hit?
Yes.
That one will miss.
Ah, dang it. Oh, natural 20! Yes! Oh! Yes!
Okay. On the same guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry. That's an unarmed strike. Sorry. I was gonna roll D8.
What is happening right now?
Chaos.
7
Absolute
damage.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
7 damage.
Chaos.
Oh, I know. Oh, believe me. If anyone knows, it's me.
We're trying to go battle royale here.
Okay, so Moss, you run up to these 2 bullywogs. They're in much more formal attire. They're in those kind of like striped regal prance, still have those frock kind of round, the close loyal servants of King Gullop that was giving you a guide tour of this whole entire area. And they say, he just murdered the shop owner! You don't know that. It could have been anyone. Help! help! Oh, for fuck's sake. Crack! Bam! Just one giant smack of the staff. Boom! Uppercut like a street fighter just as one of the bullywogs goes. You just knock them off of their fucking bullywog shoes as that one guy just falls, knocks out completely, snaps his neck on the way
I
down.
make a luck check to see if I knock him off the railing.
He's
and
dead.
into the water.
No,
You killed him.
Splash.
He just said he snapped his neck on the way down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but splash
he
so
fell
that the
and-
merfolk goes away.
Yeah, so he fell and snapped his head and just rolled off the pier and fell
okay.
into the water.
Got it.
Yeah.
Death.
Splashed everywhere as the other bullywog goes, oh my god, what is happening?
Out.
Make an intimidation check.
Yes, 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 yes,
Do
yes,
you
yes,
want to
yes,
tell him
yes,
to
yes.
get out?
Add advantage.
You want to tell him to get out, though?
To leave. We're taking this ship. We're hijacking it, Jennings.
I'm just afraid
Mr.
of
Brower.
I'm just afraid of other knights come in time to.
I'm worried about having a royal army coming
Right, that's
after
what I'm
us.
saying.
It's okay. There's a fire still happening somewhere under a hut. Any moment.
I'd say hold him
okay.
hostage instead.
My intimidation sucked, but it was 8. Even
So he
at
stays
advantage.
right where he is.
He stays right where he is.
That's
maybe.
right. We'll take him as hostage.
Yeah, you
instead.
look at him, you're like, I rolled against it. I rolled a 2.
Oh, I wanted to roll high.
Like, get out of here now! This man just jumps into the water, splashes away,
Okay,
Oh my
in the water,
God.
that's fine as long as it's not near the guard.
Right.
just swims out and just like is just going towards shore. Just get the fuck out of the way.
That's amazing.
Oh my god. Incredible.
Oh my gosh. I guess I can't really. Can I say more and just be like, Jennings, leave the merfolk to them?
Jennings. Lucy's
I'm sorry, Lucy.
I don't know who you're speaking to. Thank you very much.
Lucifer, we're leaving.
Can I do anything at this point, or?
It's not on your turn. You can,
That's what I
but I will
figured.
say that you could hear that, like, Lucy, we're fucking getting out of here. Okay. Anything else, boss?
I want to make a call to Morgart.
Nowhere in sight. Nowhere in sight. She had her own plan she was enacting.
Okay.
And you decided to do a whole different plan.
They were a pilot. I was trying to get him on board. That's it. That's my turn.
Okie dokie.
Can I just say how like white-faced Abby is right now? This whole entire thing is going.
So much death.
Bodies hit the floor.
It's like murder.
What can Ebby do against such reckless hate?
Oh my god. yeah, no.
Well, speaking of Ebby, it is your turn.
Oh my goodness.
You just see this insurrection happening before your very eyes. What would you like to do?
Abby has no idea what the hell he's gonna do.
And by the way, Moss just like ran past you, which is like, please, you gotta get help. It's like, you murdered the shopkeeper. He's like, I tried. Like behind you as Moss is just wrecking the peaceful servants of the king.
So Abby, still keeping his concentration on the thing, on the vines, just is like no words, just staring and like trying to get like both at the same time, but like no emotion, just going between each look, and then just seeing the thing fall and break his neck and dead. He just like sighs like.
Evie just keeps repeating his catchphrase, it never ends.
It never ends. It's okay, they're your friends. So he just honestly, he's just like, yeah. And then that's it. He's just focused. He's just focused, keeping these things at bay. That's all.
Okay, so keeping the spike growth on there, standing your ground.
Yeah.
Did you want to hold an action, perhaps? If something like comes towards you, tries to get you,
He'll hold an action to try and do something. Of course, an action to avoid, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so you can take the dodge action, which means anyone who tries to hit you will have disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, yeah. He has his concentration going on the vines, yeah, we'll do that. But if he has to keep his concentration, someone's gonna have to like carry him away, and so it's just saying.
Okay.
Oh, you can't move when you're concentrating?
You can move. It's for the purposes of holding concentration for a spell. It only matters if you get hit or something disturbs you enough to break a concentration. So usually if you have a spell you're concentrating on, if you get hit, you would then roll a check to see if you can maintain the concentration on the spell. But you're free to move around and just be within range. You have to be within range of the spell, I think.
I have 150 feet. We're good.
Yeah, so you're good. You're free to move around if you wanted to. So if you want to take that back and move, you could.
Okay, yeah. So he just sighs and not keeping his concentration, and he just. Can he turn away from the spell? Is that fine? Or does he have to be like looking at the spell?
You can turn it off if you want.
No, I mean like he wants to walk away.
Like not have to look in the area of what the spell is at.
No, you can like fully just like run away from it if you want. The spell's still up. Your concentration to it still is linked.
Okay, so he's gonna slouch and just kind of like turn over and then just mosey up the steps just quietly and just look down at the dead frog and then look at Moss. You're bleeding.
Yes, thank you, Abby. Yeah.
You're bleeding.
Okay. Can I cast another spell while I'm concentrated or
no? So if you're concentrating, no, that would
break concentration.
Cancel out the spell.
I'm gonna do a medicine to try and just help the bleeding stop. Is that possible?
Sure, for roleplay. I mean, she's not like
okay, never mind.
Exhibiting like hit points or anything, or just like for flavor.
Okay, yeah, no, then that's the reason in his turn, just like looking down the dead frog.
All right, just gonna stay put there. Okay, and then after Ebby, we come to one of the other Bullywog Knights over here. Oh, my music just went away. Come back. All right, so. As this bullywog over here, that one sort of almost like a captain just rushing out, attacking that merfolk with such bravery. The other two are kind of like getting handed more halberds as they're gearing up to ready to fight the merfolk. And then that bullywog servant goes, "Help, murder this!" falls down. The bullywog knights look up over at the storm cloud with Quincy. You're like, running around the darkling and seeing all the commotion over there, seeing the floating corpse of the bullywog servant just bobbing in the swamp water. They're trying to take the storm cloud balloon! It's the resistance! Get them!
Oh no.
And the knights are now coming after you. So
Woohoo!
Well,
one of them, this one is...
There's still one goblin left too.
One darkling, heavily damaged though.
I got that one.
Boss just wanted to help.
All right, so let's see what we can do here, everybody. With a standing leap, one of the Bullywog Knights, clad in armor with its regal attire, with shining metal boots and shin guards and sort of knee armor. And this one has a particular metal hat that kind of like swoops and points upwards with a little bit of a curl up top, and metal gauntlets with frilly frocks coming out of it here, and sort of armored shoulder pad pieces, and a bit of a chest piece of armor here with its spear out. Boing! Does a giant leap over to Jennings. And is going to first for its bonus action. Yeah, for his bonus action, leaped over to you with his halberd. He goes, "Ribbit!" in this big, huge, loud, croaking sound, and you feel your eyes, Lucifer, start to droop and get blurry.
Oh.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Remind me one more time what this one knight is trying to do to me.
He jumped over to you and made a loud croaking sound with this giant chin inflated, and it echoed around the area. And you started, your eyes started to get heavy and droopy, and a little bit dizzy. And you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
I don't like that at all. Oh no, it's a 7.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye, Jennings.
Bullywog Knight croaches over to you. This giant croak just starts to make you dizzy and lightheaded and rushes over to you. Come on there, friend. What are you doing? This place is no place for such a worthy compatriot of King Gollop. Come inside. We'll protect you inside the keep. Come with us. And you think this person is your best friend. You are currently charmed by this Bullywog Knight. For all intents and purposes, you think this Bullywog Knight is like your best friend. You can't. A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer, myself, has advantages on ability checks to interact socially with the creature. So what's about to happen is this Bullywog Knight has charmed you with this huge croaking sound and is trying to convince you to come inside, come into the kingdom, safe from all this. So I'm going to use my action to persuade you to come inside to the Gollop's keep. So I will have advantage on the persuasion roll, but you will have to roll insight, seeing if you can break through my guise, but it's going to be hard.
Oh no.
I only rolled a 12.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Lucifer is convinced.
Let's go
Lucy
fight, everyone.
has been fighting for quite some time. You're tired. This whole thing is just exhausting. You just want some slippers, a hot tea, just relax. Someone giving you massages, just relax. Your friends are strong. They'll probably just make friends with the Bullywogs after this, and everyone can relax. So you are just so entranced from this Bullywog Knight, who kind of takes a little rose from inside their armor chest breastplate piece. Come inside, friend. You don't want to be out here with all this cacophony. There's tea inside. We'll get you rested up. Let the professionals handle this.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Bye, guys. I'm going to go inside now.
What?
Lucifer.
And you begin to follow the Bullywog Knight back towards the keep. Okay. So that's going to be that Bullywog's turn. And Jennings, you are charmed. I'm going to add a little charm thing on here. A little pink dot for you being charmed. And then we'll go over to...
I wish my character was, like, resistant to those things.
I can sick the mermaids on you.
Let's see here.
Oh.
That Bullywog is so dead. Right? Yeah, no, that guy's dead. So we come over to Quincy.
All right. I want to go ahead and, with this guy chasing me around the top of this basket, I'm just gonna firebolt him in the face.
Firebolt him. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
Your
Just.
attack.
I'm gonna dig into. That's not good. That's an 11.
Miss.
All right. So that misses. Bonus action. Then I did take Coco and shoot him with Coco.
Okay.
Let me roll for that. That's a 21. It's a 21.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right. So 2d8. It's a 5 plus a 7 plus 3. That's 15 damage. Push back 5 feet.
Okay, once again, as you're going around the control panel, get over here, you unsightly murderer! I can't believe you killed my friend! Boom, 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 boom. You just kind of get off into the corner so that you're both away from the control panel. Firebolt, Griffin falls to his knees. I'll see you in hell. Takes his dagger, cuts his own neck, and the light.
Can I look away? Know that I like kind of getting ready for it. Can I look away? Use it.
Nah, it's once they die, you have to. It's a 10-foot radius, so you got to roll that Constitution saving throw.
Sounds good. No worries. That's a natural one. Yeah.
Oh.
Natural one.
Whitney, you, my friend, are blinded from being such a close proximity to this one that I was just about to go in for a lunge. You did 2 shots and he fell to his knees. Yeah, see you in hell. So being blinded means that you can't see and automatically fail any ability check that requires sight.
Which is like all of mine.
Yeah. Attack rolls against you have advantage.
Sure.
And you have disadvantage against creatures you're attacking. So on
How
your
long
turn,
am I blind?
so each turn you'll get to roll that save to try to like
Gotcha.
clear,
Sure.
become clear again.
Sounds fine.
Okay, so that's your turn there, but that darkling and the big flash of light, the body evaporates, singes into ashes, into a pile, into the basket in front of you. And with that last final shot, and the rest of you see another grenade light flash underneath the storm cloud. It's here, everyone, that we're gonna take a goddamn break of this chaos. Give me a second to fucking make sense of everything that's just happened. But don't go away, anyone. We will continue the chaos in about 10 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Nice.
And we're back. Welcome to our chaotic fucking let's murder everyone in the Soggy Court session. I am your DM, Dicecream Sandwich, and I'm hanging on by a thread. But let's fucking do this, because I am so excited to see where this fucking leads us. So let's get back at it, everybody. Back into the heat of battle we go. When we last left off, I believe it was... Who did we have? Moss just went? Question mark? Quincy just went.
No.
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, you hit the Darklings and then the thing exploded and you got blinded. That's
okay.
Jennings, sorry, it wasn't Lucifer the one that just got charmed?
We did that and then...
This just got taken inside.
But you're on your way.
Somebody help me.
Yeah, I did my thing. I know I'm done. I just did.
Yeah, no, we left you with that thing for last. So going over to a third bullywog here, who sees that the bullywog using their croak on Jennings. They're getting reacquainted in a friendly manner.
Uh-oh.
One bullywog is going to use a standing jump to leap 20 feet over. Right there. Oh, I can actually go one further. Right there. Before using their movement, which the Bullywog Knight, let's see. Yeah, get up close. Okay. So they can go around, yeah, right onto that bridge, right over to you, Abby. The Bullywog Knight's gonna make 2 attacks.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Every time to get angry.
First one is a 24.
Of
course I'm going to
Second one is 8.
Okay, well the 8 one will miss.
So the first one will hit.
But am I still holding my action to dodge?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
Yes.
It was disadvantage, so it was hold your action to use a dodge action. So that first one, I'll say that first one was the first attack because I did roll twice, so that'll miss. I'll roll disadvantage for the second. An 18 and a goddamn natural 20 once again.
Oh my gosh.
But it's disadvantage, but I got a nat 20 and 18, so the second one will still hit.
Okay.
Insane. These rolls, dude. Insane. So you're still going to take that d10 of damage, which is a fucking 10. So 13 points of damage.
Why?
As you kind of stand there peacefully just looking around your friends. You're like, guys, do we really have to do this? And the Bully Knight's like, seize intruders! You're like, I'm not with them. You're just trying to dodge. When a giant swipe cuts off a few of your feathers from your arm. He's like, you son of a bitch! I'm trying really hard not to kill you right now, don't you understand? Just super frustrated, like a mom trying to wrangle in a bunch of toddlers.
So my spell breaks.
That's correct. Did you roll a concentration?
Not yet. What, I just roll a d20, right?
Yeah, so you roll your concentration, which I believe... how do you determine
+2.
that again? Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it +2? Concentration is not constitution, right?
Con save against half the damage or 10, which is higher. So you took 13, I believe. Let's just say 10. So roll me a con save and beat 10.
Not 20.
Oh! So the spike growth still maintains, but you did take that hit with the Bullywog Knight swiping with you halberd, hitting your wings, but you're still there.
Nice.
Okay. So that's the Bullywog Knight's turn. And then...
Did he actually lose feathers? Did Abby actually lose feathers?
A couple, yeah. He swiped a couple peacock feathers fall to the ground, multicolored pinks and greens and blues.
Right.
But getting to the merfolk over here, this one being heavily damaged, trying to wriggle its way through. You just see it just basically dip back into the water as it struggles to fight through the layers of spike growth as it singes its way through, tries to escape. Let me see here. It's D4, I believe, per 5 feet for spike growth. 2d4 for 5 feet. Okay, so let's see. You see the marrow dip its heavily damaged half of the skin flailing off the face body as it tries to just dive under the water, and you see like a flapping of the fishtail and the gills and the arms trying to get away from the spike growth, but you see the vines just constrict it down, and you see it just fluttering around and bending.
Oh, no.
It suddenly just stops moving, and just a pool of blue royal blood fills as that Murrow is dead.
Woo! Good job, Abby. You joined the club of murderers.
Abby's so enraged in the moment that he lost his feathers that he did not hear anything that's at least he's...
Oh,
He
crap.
didn't say this because he was, being carried off.
With the other marrow beside it, seeing its fallen comrade just shredded with the vines underneath, taking some heavy damage, it just looks around, dives underwater. Abby, you hear the marrow just say like, "This isn't fucking worth it." Dives underneath and just runs the fuck away.
Nice.
I wasn't taking your advice, but no.
I was gonna ask Abby to convince it to go away.
No, I would have tried.
All right. So after that, we've got our fourth bullywog over here. That's also gonna make a standing leap 20 feet around there, and then it's also going to rock up to Abby to try to get to the storm cloud balloon's gonna make 2 attacks to Abby. No longer have the disengage. That's another 24 to hit.
Yeah, I'm getting it right up. Like, you may be killing Abby here.
Oh no.
And the second one is a 19 to hit, so both those will hit.
Oh Lord.
So this is going to be
Gonna hurt.
20 points of slashing damage to you,
Yeah, I am in whatever it's called when I'm down.
unconscious.
Oh no. Okay. Frick.
And they were choosing, just so you're aware, they were choosing to do non-lethal damage. So they didn't go for a killing blow. The second blow, Ignite, like sprung up and just 2 slashes, and Abby, you're trying your best just to like kind of push them back a little from the bridge, trying to give Moss and Quincy time to like do whatever it is they're gonna do. And just out of nowhere, as you kind of look back, Quincy, you down over there? The butt of the glaive just hits you in the head. Fall down unconscious.
So I have death saving throws, right?
So no, if you're unconscious, you're basically stabilized at 0 hit points. So you don't have to roll death saving throws because I wasn't intentionally trying to kill you. They knocked you out. So basically you're at 0 hit points until someone heals you or can bring you back up.
Okay, I need to fix that on my sheet then somehow.
That's okay. You can just put yourself at 1 hit point and it'll probably just make you stay that way. As you normally would.
Okay, cool.
That is the Bullywog's turn there. And that's the end of that combat round. As a bonus action, Ignite takes out this really strange sort of shell conch that's kind of spiked all over it. Takes it out. Huge horn blasts out through the soggy court all around.
Oh no.
And Quincy, with you being up high, make me a perception check really quick.
I'm blind.
That's right. Never mind.
Oh no.
You can't see shit. You just have this giant flashbang grenade that's kind of hit you and you're struggling to see.
I've been valorated.
Okay. Never mind. All right.
Can Griffin do anything? Can Griffin do any scene for you?
Can't see from me, no, unfortunately.
Top of the round, the Bullywog Knight that took out the merfolk, looking behind, hearing the blast from the conch, hearing the fellow comrades shout out, "They're trying to take the storm cloud balloon!" This one has a very different tactic they're going to enable as they do a leaping jump right next to this guy, and is also going to get 30 feet and rush over to Moss.
Oh my god.
And it's going to make two attacks against you, Moss.
Okay.
Let's go. 22 to hit.
Yep.
And 11 to hit.
That one doesn't hit.
All right. So first one hits. D10. I believe it is 3. 8 points of slashing damage as the third Bullywog Knight starts to careen over the others, jumping over with that spear out. You're trying your best to get over to Quincy. You just hear the croaking getting closer, the footprints against the wobbling sort of makeshift wood bridge start to creak and tumble over as all of a sudden, oh shit! Trying to block it with your staff and get slashed over to the side. Big tuft of your fur falls to the ground. They're starting to get very close. But that'll be that person's go. And after that, we will come to Lucy, who is currently charmed with the Bullywog Knight saying, "You don't want to deal with this. Come over here, come over here." And as you're walking over, he'll be like, "I'll second thought. Why don't you take a rest inside the prison cell over here? Just take a safe rest inside of here. We'll be back for you in just a minute. We'll get the kingdom all prepped up for you." And leads you.
Lucifer doesn't notice anything else that's going on with his friends.
It's your charms. Unless the attackers are... Hold on, let me look up some charms really quick.
Wait.
Sometimes charm can be very
Because I didn't know if I could do like
He needs his
Googling
friends
of
being
charms
the
or how to break it, but if I don't realize I'm charmed, then he wouldn't be making efforts to break it.
Isn't if he either takes damage or if he sees his friends attacked?
So right now, I'm not seeing that. So I'm trying to think if I'm trying to, so Charm Person has a lot of tricky details.
Because I'm also right now not able to see my friends because of the prison that's in between us.
Yeah, it's kind of the viewpoint is blocked right now.
So unless I hear one of them yell out, I mean...
You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. So if you're fighting the person that's charmed, which that one never took a fighting blow. It never hit it never hit Lucy first. It never hit or attacked any of you. It didn't have a chance to. So the first thing it did was just, what are you doing over here? Why don't you just come over here? So it didn't give Lucy any attempt to think that this particular bullywog was harmful in any way. If that bullywog attacks other friends, then the charm would have been broken. But this one specifically isn't hurting anybody, so it's just like this entranced hypnotic gaze. Regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature stood for 1 hour.
Whoo.
So for now, just this person's just the most charming, most lovely bullywog that you ever seen, but the bullywog never attacked Lucifer, never attacked any of their friends, so you have no reason to think that this person is untoward or lying to you in any way. Mm-hmm. So basically, the bullywog just coaxes you into the prison hold, like just be a quick minute here, friend. Just walks you over the prison cell, unlocks it. Just wait in here for a minute, friend, and we'll be right back. And guides you over to the prison cell, and just locks it.
Somebody give Lucifer a reason to remember and to rip it open.
So yes. If it fails saving throw, it is charmed by you, or until the spell ends, or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. So if any of your friends hit the bullywog, it can knock out the charm spell and break that connection. But for now, you are charmed.
So Lucifer, in like his happy stupor, couldn't just like use thaumaturgy, just be like, no, it's okay, guys. Really, I'll just hang out and relax in this prison for a little while, just to shout out, just let him know, no, I'm fine. This is great. You guys are great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a decision between Cleo Jennings and Lucifer Jennings, and not wanting to cheat the system and be like, hey guys, I'm in here.
Okay. So let's go. Okay, so, and that's your go there, Lucy. Unfortunately, can't do anything else to break it. You don't get another roll or anything. You're literally just hypnotized by this person until someone hits you specifically to break you out of it. All right. So that'll be your turn there, Lucy. Moving on. I'm so sorry, buddy. Going over to Moss. Moss, you actually, no, you wouldn't really see that because you were right there. I will say you do notice that Lucy is just like not coming
Fighting
towards
back.
you guys. We're not even fighting back because you're behind the prison cell, holding. So you can't even see Lucy, like he never really left that entrance. The bullywog jumped over to him in the entranceway, croaked, convinced him to go into the prison cell. But you're noticing that Lucy's not like rushing towards you. You notice that you have one more person that's not with you currently. But with all that, what would you like to do?
So I'm at the stairs, so I'm not actually inside the thing.
So you're on the edge of the bridge currently, like in front of the shop. Ebby is in front of you currently, unconscious. There's a couple things you could try to do. You could try to do a medicine check to revive Ebby to get back to stabilization, back to a hit point to get them up. If you have a health potion or anything like that, you could feed it to Ebby to get them back up. Or if you want, you could just try to like use a strength check and like drag Ebby's unconscious body like over to the shop and up towards the stairs. where everyone else is.
I obviously see that we are quickly being outnumbered, and I don't want to split up the party, even though at this moment I don't really know why Lucifer isn't joining us. I can only assume that he has the situation handled.
As you do.
As I do. It's Lucifer. I think I'm gonna call up to Quincy because he can hear me.
I can still hear her.
Me. And I'm just gonna be pleading because I don't know what to do here. I want to leave, but I don't want to leave Lucifer, and we don't even know how to fly this thing. So I'm just gonna shout out to Quincy, like, Quincy, what do we do?
Get everybody in the balloon!
Fuck! Can I do an insight check on these bullywugs? Because they knocked down Ebby, but they didn't try to murder him. Will I be able to determine if they have malicious intentions for Lucifer?
You could certainly try. I'll say that.
Oh, I've never prayed for a nat 20 so much in my life right now.
Let's go.
Oh, please. Oh, it's a 15, but insight.
That's good.
It's okay. It'd be 19.
That's good.
So it's hard to tell. Obviously, you've done a lot to make them pissed off, and rightly so. But if you can go off anything, the fact that they didn't just outright stab Ebby when they had the chance means that they're wanting to take you alive. So easy to think that why would they want you alive but kill Lucy? Seems like their end goal here is to take you alive, not kill you. So at least you know that if they have Lucy, they're probably not killing him too, but have him for whatever it is they want to do next. You're not too sure.
Okay. I remember Morgort having a secret code, but it was specifically asked that we be in the presence of the king in his court. Mm-hmm. So I don't think the loyal guards here would be a part of the coup. But I think just in dire desperation, I'll just like scream out, Morgort, I could really use a fucking drink right now.
What?
Oh my god. Quincy, I could use a drink right now.
That doesn't make sense. Get in the balloon.
Okay.
I will say, since you're kind of in an elevated position as well, make a perception check.
Ooh, that was not good. Yeah, no, that was a 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're kind of looking around to see any because you heard the horn blast. You're kind of looking around to see if any more groups of knights or anyone accompanying to support this defense of the soggy court is encroaching. But the fog is rolling in. The mist from the swamp is kind of obscuring the area around you, and you can't really see past this area currently.
Okay, well,
but you shout out, I guess you can use a drink right now! And the ribbit, come back to the keep or give you something to drink.
Fuck you. So I guess at this point, I'm going to take Ebby and run up into the balloon.
Make a strength check.
What is that? Oh, frick, the period. Okay. Strength check. Ooh, that's an 11.
An 11. So you're just able to carry Abby's body, unconscious body on your shoulder. Get the fuck out of here! And you start to run over.
It's a bird. Birds are light.
To
I'm
just one
80
guess,
pounds.
but as you walk away, as you sort of grab Abby and start to run over to the top of the balloon, they will get opportunity attacks on you. Just one of them right here.
No, that's enough though.
Use me as a shield. It's okay.
No.
Hey, I'm technically a weapon with that skill of yours. You know. Just...
Miss.
Oh my God.
I pray miss. No.
Quit saying sorceress shit, you son of a bitch!
So these crit kit dice are amazing. They're basically D2s.
God damn!
Wow.
Okay,
All right,
I'm
so
moving.
that's gonna be a miss as you grab Abby, like, just do a big front kick, kick back the bullywog into their knights as they kind of careen into each other to give you a bit distance to start to run and get some space between you and the knights with Abby.
So I'm in the ship. That's my movement. So would the strength check be an action?
That was an action, yeah, to do
Can I
that.
use a bonus action to investigate for any ranged weapons?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Oh, please. Natural 20! Oh!
Oh!
Natural 20!
Unfortunately, looking around, you see various buttons and levers and gears working into the straw and woodwork in the interior of this basket you're in, but there's no weapons up here, unfortunately.
Gosh darn it.
About his dagger. Did that disappear with him?
Evaporated. Everything on the Darklings just in a
That's
flash of
so
light just
dumb.
turned to ash, unfortunately.
Quincy, if you know how to fly this, get us out of here!
I'm just like stumbling on the floor. I'm like,
I can't fucking see! God damn it!
Oh god! Can I wait with the investigation check? Am I able to see where the control panels are, or is that
So
upstairs?
there's like, so you're in the basket, right? You are upstairs. For all intents and purposes, you're in the basket with Quincy. There's kind of like a central control panel, kind of like a block in the middle of the storm cloud balloon. There's like levers and dials and buttons onto it, but you've never piloted one of these things.
No.
You don't really have any idea how it works, but you can always try. But you've used up your action and bonus
I have.
action so far. So unless you want to do anything else, I think we'll take it from there. But you got Ebby safe up there, got a bit of distance. Ebby currently unconscious.
I'm in this life with no worries.
And, and then we'll go over to the Bullywog Knights. So, okay, everyone.
Oh god.
This one
need our fighter.
is going to
Freaking Lucifer.
leap up 20 feet, grab onto the side, and get in to the basket here with you and sees Quincy just goes in for a strike onto you, Quincy.
Cool.
And I believe this will be at advantage to attacks.
Sure.
Mm.
The first one's gonna be it's 24 to hit.
Sure.
Second one is a natural 20.
Sure.
How many is that this session? Jesus.
Oh my
About 6 or 7.
gosh.
My record is just getting crazy. Okay, so
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
3, 5.
Oh, please no. I'm scared. That's gonna.
That is 20 points of slashing damage.
I'm unconscious.
Oh my god.
So once again, Squid's like, I can't see it. There's something here. trying to slash you with the glaive, moving around. You just hit the control panel and fall down to the ground. Quincy is now also unconscious.
TPK?
By frogs. How unfortunate.
No, we're just gonna go to jail. That's all.
You don't know that.
Maybe they haven't heard about that.
Moss, slash all the lines holding the balloon down, take off with the one frog, take your chances.
There's 2 people, and I am at such low hit points.
Use your speed. Take them, leave the charm.
Oh, we're going to jail.
And the other one is also going to use its standing leap.
No.
Come up to the top here. 2 attacks to you, Moss.
Yep.
I didn't make you try to attack a whole fucking keep. You did this to yourself.
Just saying, and
We just wanted a cool balloon.
That's could have gone so much better.
23 to hit.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Don't even roll damage. I'm down.
Oh, no.
And with that...
Oh, no.
We end the campaign.
The stream is over, everybody. Thank you so much for all our sponsors on the Witchlight stream. Okay.
Oh, God.
So, the lights from your eyes, Moss, start to dim as you see one bullywog jump up with enormous power, get up to the top of the balloon, start slashing at Quincy, and Quincy's head right into the control panel, knocks out. Shit. You take out your bow staff, another one jumps on the other side. Well, come at me then. Boom, you just headbutt one in the nose. And you take another one, hit it in the leg with your staff. You put up a really good fight. But eventually they all just start to careen around you as you surround it, and you just taking out 2, but they just get all over you, smacking you, punching you, eventually butts you in the head. Your eyes go dark, vision blurred, you're knocked out.
I blame my corset. I couldn't breathe.
I'm just so upset because Lucifer has full health right now.
No.
Our fighter is charmed and our healer is down. Not good.
So perfect, though.
This is great.
Lucifer, as you are just patiently waiting inside the prison holding cell, just eagerly awaiting the rest and relaxation that's about to come to you, you're thinking about all the amazing snacks and treats and massages and hot tub baths that you're about to have, getting the royal treatment, like finally stop fighting and just enjoy the company for once. Oh my lord, it's been so long. Then you just see one at a time these bull-like knights come with the rest of your party who are all just knocked out, lifeless, as they go into the prison hold and just one at a time as they all just fall in, and the bullywug knight who was kind to you croaking out loud, "Oh, there we go. Well, your friends got very, very tired as well. It's been a long day for them, so they just took a bit of a nap. But we got them here for you. They're Lucy, so don't worry. We'll get everyone all primed and primed up and get that massage going for you. How does that sound?"
Sounds great. I'm still looking forward to the rest and relaxation. Looks like my friends are already 2 steps ahead of me on the relaxing part.
Better give them some health potions. I don't know if they're going to be able to breathe much longer.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing there, dear friend. We're just going to give your friends a little something just to be able to wake up a little bit. As one of the guards just goes through the mangrove,
Do they not
mangrove bars and gives you several health potions to feed your friends with.
I'm so skeptical. I'm unconscious, but I'm skeptical.
So as they reach for you to give your friends some health potions there, Lucy, you're able to pour that into their mouths if you so choose, or maybe you don't. But the charmed Bullywog did ask you to do this, so you instinctively do.
Thank you for taking the action for me, because
I know. The Blue was like, just give this over to
right now.
your friends over there, Lucy, and we'll get them up and going in no time. And you're just like, absolutely, happy to help.
Yeah,
and
sure,
you just
no problem. Here,
turn
guys.
over, start to pour. So the three of you each get a normal health potion. So it's 2d4 plus 3, I think, healing.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2, sorry, my mistake.
All right, I got 7 HP now.
Okay.
Plus 2, you said?
Yep, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, so that's plus 9.
Where's my D4? I'm rolling 1 too?
Yes, 2d4 plus 2.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part.
Okay, I got 4.
Am I able to give Lucifer a Charlie horse or a dead leg to get him out of this charm?
Or like I would have. Can we like see like Lucy's like
So
stuck?
here's what's gonna happen. So so one at a time, Lucy's over you with the health potion as your vision starts to come back into focus. The bruising, the hits, the lacerations, just pain just takes over your body as you kind of get sprung to life just barely. Like the worst hangover you've ever had starts to retch through your entire body, into your muscles, into your bones. And you just see Lucy kind of pouring the last health potion into Quincy. And as soon as Moss and Ebby and even you, Quincy, start to wake up, Lucy just has this big smile, not a care in the world. It's like, hey, friends, you're finally awake. Or what does Lucy say to them as they start to awake, I should say?
You guys you guys must be so rested and relaxed. You guys were really just sleeping there.
Can I like instantly make like an invested perception check around me to see where we're at?
So you weren't in here before. Yeah, make a perception check.
Can I do insight on Lucifer?
Yes.
If I roll high enough, I'm gonna punch you in the leg.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, so you look around, you see the mangrove bars digging out of the ground up at the top. This, in fact, is the prison cell holdings that you passed by.
I got a 12 plus 4, 16.
I imagine we're in the undamaged prison cell.
Yes, very much so. So you're in there, and Moss, as soon as you kind of start to awake and you see Lucy just with this big smile beaming, pouring the health potion, just says, hello. Like, what are you doing here, sleepyheads? And you just look at him and you see this swirling, like, pink cloud sort of inside of his irises almost, and he just has this very light, airy essence of him, and instantly you're like, oh, fuck, they charmed him.
Wake up.
So one giant Charlie horse right into the arm, Lucy. And,
God damn it, Lucy.
Is one hit and the charm is done?
Well, actually, Moss rolled to hit.
Oh, that's right. Oh, come on. Ooh. To hit, 18.
What's your AC?
No!
My AC is 18.
Yeah, so meter beat. So it does affect you. So you gave him just the right amount of force.
Fantastic. I was about to be so
Give
upset.
a really harsh Charlie horse, like right into the muscle fiber. Ah! Ow! Ah! Oh. And you just start to instantly just look around you and realize the situation you're in.
And Lucifer, because he does not get duped. His blood, like if his blood was boiling before during the fight, it is now boiling. Are any of the gods in the cells?
No, they're all you can't see them. You're inside, you just see the dark gloominess of the interior of the prison cell, some light coming in from a makeshift window, kind of rays of light streaming into the trodden down grass and muck underneath you.
Lucifer looks at everyone and just says, I imagine I don't want to know. But fill me in anyways, and he just walks right over to the cage because he's not going to waste any time. He's going to go right back to trying to rip this mangrove cage out of the ground.
What happened?
And then he looks over his shoulder. That's what I'm asking. I need to roll a strength check for this cage.
Yeah. Let me just. I'll let you guys role play for a minute while I'm just finding all that.
Oh!
You're good.
Okay, so while Lucifer is apparently succeeding, Quincy, I saw that Lucifer had gotten charmed. I just knocked some shit back into him.
Lucifer's fuming at this moment.
That makes sense where you were then.
Yeah, it does.
I had the balloon. I had it.
You did, and you know what? I should have played princess a little bit more. You know, hindsight. I should have played princess.
Balloon? For all this to happen, we were doing so well.
Ebby, are you okay? They went after you for a while. You okay?
What was Ebby doing?
Ebby stays quiet.
What were you doing?
Fending himself against 3 of those guards.
This was just so.
I'm gonna look
I'm just
at
so confused because we were fighting the giant fishy things. The Bollywog started to help us. We were destroying these.
I saw that.
What went wrong?
I decided to go rogue. So.
Normally, I would support that. However, being in a cell is one of the last things I would ever like to do again.
I'd rather be in a cell than dead. I'm surprised they kept us alive.
I'd rather be dead, honestly. If I'm gonna be honest.
Jordy, it's because one of my eye colors was taken last round.
Sorry, Jordy, talk to us in chat.
I want to look and see if anything in here is flammable.
Well,
besides us.
So first, after you guys are kind of catching up and having this conversation, what's Ebby doing? Ebby's kind of conscious now, seeing all this going down.
So Ebby is so quiet. He is looking at his fireflies, seeing if they're okay. But then as he's doing so, he sees his slashed up feather, and then just gets immediately angry again, and just goes and just like sinks into himself, and just focuses quietly.
And the 3 of you do notice this in the corner with Abby just being quiet and sullen and just not seeing very much.
Moss is scared of confrontation, so when she asked Ebby if he was okay and he was silent, she's like, okay, not okay. Anyway.
For whenever it becomes appropriate, Lucifer rolled a 23 of a strength.
So you see those mangrove roots, and now having sort of the familiar give it takes to kind of rip these things apart. You go in there and just start to rip them apart once more, bending the bars to your will to give you a bit of an opening to be able to
We're
get out of there.
stubborn.
I want to jump out. If there's an opening, I want to jump out.
Okay. And as you guys look out, like the entrance, you do see 2 halberds of bullywogs, like literally standing
right outside the door.
Outside the door, like just a halberd, like they're not in front of the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
There's a halberd kind of peeking out from the corner, like you can see that they're right there.
Cool.
How wide is that door?
5 feet.
Sure.
Enough for 1 person to go through.
All right, I want to slip out between the bars, instantly
Okay.
get out, and just kind of just wait there.
Now, my throwing axes must be thrown. They can't be used as melee weapons, or can they be used as melee weapons? Hand axes, not throwing axes. Hand axes.
Yeah, no, they have you can attack with them. You don't have to throw them.
So, hypothetically, Lucifer slipped through the gate and saw the halberds and did a little math in his head to see where these creatures were standing. If he tried to sneak up and just extend both arms at the same time, with both hand axes to go for the throats, is there a world that I can make an attempt? Because his wingspan is further than mine, and if it's just 5 feet wide, I should be able to reach them with hand axes.
So you want to reach around the corner and try to attack them again?
I want to see if it's possible to just take both of them out at their throats with my hand axes.
I mean, you could try to attack them, but
if there's suggestions from the team, this was a hypothetical.
I don't think it's gonna work the way in your mind you want it to work.
Yeah, Moss still very injured on the ground goes, Lucifer, we tried doing damage to them. They're heavily armored. They're not like the little escorts we had before.
Oh, and yeah, sorry, my mistake. They would have definitely taken your weapons before in prison.
Oh god, dang it!
So just want to make that clear. So you are all in there weaponless. Right
Abby
now.
is a weapon.
Nice.
Exactly.
Nice.
But upon taking your things, Jennings kind of leading to the prison, is like, just wait here for a minute. That's fine. And like, oh yes, like give me this. I'll take that for you. And
They have all things.
especially when they took the other people back to the prison. Sorry, there's so much chaos going on. I forgot that very important detail. Taking your friends back unconscious, they definitely like took Moss's staff, took Quincy's Griffin, took everything from you guys. So all you have are just unarmed strikes right now.
The bars are now
Have talons.
easy to get through.
I'm out.
So Luce was still raging a little bit on the inside, but he turns to the team and says, "We can get out now. But what is the grand plan that we have now, friends?"
I want to get the balloon, but I want to get my stuff first.
I need my bow and arrow back.
So Moss timidly, like, kind of like looks over at Ebby and it's like, we could try fighting again.
Abby's eyes just look up at you, just like sharply.
I don't know
Guys,
if we can fight.
unless we have the healer on our side, I'm not strong enough to face another battle.
Has the healer ever been on our side yet?
Actually, yes, every time.
Hmm.
In Abby's way,
After
yes.
healing the enemy, yes.
Yeah, healing the enemy.
I'm just saying. You want to go heal him first before healing us?
Yeah, that'd be great, as you've been like so prone to do.
Moss is getting agitated because of like the pain she's feeling. We don't have the healer on our side right now, guys. I'm not able to heal myself. I used that on Lucifer when we were fighting Longscarf.
I got nothing, but I'm not staying here.
Okay, so Abby hears you saying that, and one hit, and I've rolled for this, just so you know.
You convinced yourself.
Right now, I'm like really playing into this right now. So one of Abby's fireflies nudges at him, and he looks at it, and then just sighs and stands up and walks over to first Moss, being the one talking, and casts his healing word on her, level 1. So you get 6 points of health.
Okay.
And then he just hold on, I have to do another personality roll. He smiles lightly at you.
That's great. That's great. Thank you. Calling him out on his crap, and then he's like, "Yeah, you're right. I do that."
and then he looks over to Quincy and knows that, and just asks him slightly, like, "You need help as well?"
I'm fine.
Okay.
Ooh. My eyes now dart between Quincy, Ebby, and Lucifer.
I need to roll for that just for a sec.
You're Terry, this
family.
So Abby doesn't give a damn.
Is there like a feeling stick that we need?
No, so I have my own little thing in my head that I do. So I just rolled in that 20 to not give a fuck what you said, and so Abby goes up and does a level 2 healing word on you. He's using all his heals just to help you guys.
Moss, how much health do you have now?
16 out of 27, so just over half.
What are the chances that we can disarm these two guards and use their weapons against them?
You know what? The dice didn't like you, Quincy, so you get 6.
It's more than I was expecting anyway, so.
I start to, so answering Lucifer's question, I start to like recall back. I'm like, I don't think we did any damage to these folk, and I can't recall which one was fighting the marrow. I don't even know if the one fighting the marrow got hit. Like, I think all of these guys are at full health.
I would assume so.
I suppose the question is, can we outstrength? So instead of it being a health versus health thing, like a strength versus strength thing, I assume these guards have more strength than the...
They have my bag.
Is the door locked to the prison? Can we even get out?
Yeah, I just ripped it open.
No. There's the prison cell, but then the building.
Was there a door on it?
So there is kind of like an open, there's not a door closed, it's just kind of like an open doorway. And you see two of like the spears kind of edging out from the sides of the doorway, seeing that there's making you believe there's probably two guards like right there. But as you're having this conversation, you start to hear more bullywugs come approaching. Right. As one of them comes up and says, "Hello, Captain. Good job today. Stopped an insurrection from the revolution. The king wants to personally congratulate you and to see these prisoners face to face, to give them judgment and see what might become of them. Prep them. Get them ready to meet King Gullop." And that you hear the sloshing of the sort of swamp land underneath their feet as the rustling of weapons kind of clang together as you hear a couple of guards start to approach the prison. What do you want to do? Do you want to stay where you are? Do you want to go back into prison and pretend we didn't leave at all?
Abby is just quiet because he's still very low on health. He used all of his healing stuff for everyone else to make sure they're okay.
What is the best move here, you guys?
You've got literally seconds.
Yeah, Quincy's not going back in. Quincy's just gonna... No, he's just gonna... Yeah, I'm out of the cage.
Okay. Lucifer's also just stand there next to Quincy just because he wants to scoff at the fact that they try to put him in a cage.
Yeah, just kind of just sitting out there, lean on the bars of the other broken cell.
So he's not gonna fight back. He's just gonna be like, "I've broken two of your cells."
Moss at this point is standing beside, if not a little bit in front of Ebby. I don't think I would know how hurt Ebby is, but considering that he did heal me, even after being really angry, she doesn't want to distance herself from him. So she's going to stay by him and semi-protect if anything goes wrong.
Okay. So as you start to hear the footsteps approach, three of you still outside of the prison cell, Ebby staying inside. You hear the sloshing of the blue knights start to come, the clanging of their armor, their halberds shining in the light as they come into the dark, shadowy interior of the prison cell. The one captain who took the sort of the strength and the merit of taking on the marrow, big scar on their frog-like skin, just sees you inside. Oh, for God's sakes. Someone's got to fix these mangrove roots. They don't hold anybody, God damn it. Looks like the king wants to see you. Judge your fate for what might become of you. Reaches over to one of the knights, tosses cling, 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 4 sets of manacles for you all to wear. Put those on now.
I'm gonna put mine on. Can I make like a sleight of hand check to kind of, I don't know how, like the style of it, but can I make it so that it's loose on me?
There's no way to make it loose. It is a clasped shut kind of thing.
Okay.
I have thieves' tools. Can I put it on and
Do you have thieves' tools anymore?
Oh, I guess it's true how my bag was taken. Here's
You have nothing.
And
Okay.
Lucifer used the manacles as nunchucks.
I will say, Quincy, there could be a way where you could try to clasp one on and like hold it close, and to try
I
to
was
like.
also saying, just kind of like a little weird and meta, but because Quincy's hands are mine. When I was a kid and we played cops and robbers, you know those the handcuffs that we would get. I was able to slip my hands out of them.
Right.
As a kid.
I'll say make. Sleight of hand or deception? Sleight of hand or deception, your choice.
Okay. I just wanted to kind of ask to see if what would possibly happen. Sleight of hand or deception? Deception would be better for me. That's only a 16. It's a 16.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll. This is just like the candle thing all over again. I'm gonna roll perceptions to see if they see past the 16.
How many? 4 of them?
4. 4 inside. By the way, that candle is still burning somewhere.
I know. I was hoping something would
I'm
happen.
waiting for it.
Okay, that's a 11.
Okay. 1.
That's a natural 18.
Okay, that one catches it.
That's a 4
That one misses it.
and 11. So as you're kind of starting to
nice.
put them on one at a time, they're all just got their halberds out. They're looking at you like you either put these on or we'll knock you out and put them on you. And Quincy, you kind of put yours on and you kind of latch one on and it clicks, and the other one you kind of make it so they're touching, but you just hold it close to your chest and just hoping that no one catches it. And the bullywog captain's like, hands down. And you look up and go, and it just kind of like loosens the clasp a little bit, and they look at you till you click it on.
Okay.
It was a good try.
No, it's worth.
Stranger things have happened.
Worse than effort. Worse the effort. All right.
Yeah. But the rest of you, do you clasp them on?
Yes.
I do.
Begrudgingly.
Abby just makes a light unintentional joke saying, "I don't have hands."
Around your wings, then, I guess.
Ow.
Abby remembering the wing is still cut.
Oh, no.
just like he withholds his little uprise of anger and just tries to put them on as best as he can, but he's fumbling.
All right, fine. I guess I'll try. The bullywog knight comes over to you, grabs the manacles, and with your bird-like sort of body, kind of, from what I can remember, birds kind of have like a fairly thin bone structure that goes along and it goes down. So they kind of clasp the irons to like where your bicep would be and just hold your sort of wingspan together.
That's the worst.
Kind of like that. So they're very close together.
Abby's very uncomfortable, but he's wise enough to know that he won't complain.
And as one by one the knights, the bullywog knights, start to sort of usher you out of the prison cell and you get a better view of your surroundings, you see 2 bullywogs and 4 giant toads off to the side of the prison cell that you could not see. And as you remember, you saw this grouping near that second building that was doing the swamp gas balloon repair. There was 3 giant toads and 2 bullywogs that were kind of doing repairs and stationing there. They seem to have made their way over here now to make sure no more craziness happens. But they start to escort you over here, over towards the gazebo like structure where the king was residing, where they were going to introduce you first before you decided to just pass by and get your clothes ready. Now all of your royal garbs are all just torn and filled with muck and not nearly as gleaming as it was when you at first bought them. But as you start to approach this grand gazebo,
Why did that music change make me so angry? I heard it and just went.
Me too.
a grand marble gazebo stands atop a mound of soggy earth. It's white stone streaked green with algae. The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly so that the domed canopy now sits askew. Short steps ring the gazebo, leading to a raised floor where bullywogs dressed in shabby clothing lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles. On a dais, a flabby bullywog wearing a crown, woven lily flowers, sits atop an ornate throne with his legs folded under him. He has a large leather book, a bound book open across his lap, and is mouthing the words as he reads on the pages. Without looking up, he says, I say, have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gollup the 19th? Slams the book closed as if to punctuate his question, regarding you for the first time. Sleepy bullywog guards stand around their monarch, snap to attention, and ready their weapons. And if you'll look over on our Roll20 screen, I have another map here to show you. I'm just gonna reveal it in a second.
Oh.
Reveal
Another
yourself.
map.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
sort of down and over to the right over there.
Okay. Oh. It's big.
Gracious.
As you approach this massive domed gazebo with the giant toads and other bullywogs kind of hanging out at the back here. And with that, the king themselves addresses you. And the king is like I said, this sort of flabby, pompous toad. Their frock is like huge, like flayed out like a giant lily pad with 2 rings of pearls around their neck and this like very narrow sort of sunflower for a crown that goes up the top and kind of blooms out this way. Their garb is big and round and pompous, like dark white with inlays of yellow and gold sort of around the wrists, and very fine tailored pieces that kind of tailor down with a gold outlining and various filigree that goes down and kind of sharps angled in and kind of spreads out. And the pants are also super big and with big bellows that kind of round out with yellow stripes and pinstripes that go down. And they have a little small pet crocodile beside their throne that also is wearing like this big neck and a bunch of yellow beads around their neck as King Gollup the 19th is just sort of petting it.
I'm trying to be mad.
Forth.
That's so good.
And again, without looking up, he says, have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gollup the 19th?
It's kind of hard when you're in chains.
Doesn't give you any reason not to be polite.
I'm
Abby
more
attempts-
polite off.
Abby
Can I
attempts
moon
to
him?
bow in his pain.
What's that?
Abby attempts to bow in his visible pain.
Okay. Moss, what did you say? Did you say you want to moon him?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh my gosh.
Just say it's how it comes from your kingdom.
I was just gonna say it's a curtsy, just the other way.
Oh no.
And Lucifer looks up to him and says, you ought to
Don't
be
get any
honored.
ideas.
I've only seen her do that once before.
Okay. So does Evie kind of bow forward and then Moss like bows the other way basically?
That sounds like a plan.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Just
Quincy
keep
and
straight
Lucy. Lucy straight face. Okay.
Lucifer keeps saying straight face and you should be honored. And Quincy was like, I've only seen him do this once before.
As you both say that, Ebby bows forward, and Moss just turns around and bows the other way with their tail high in the air, as most cats look like when they bend the other way. And King Gullop just looks at you like, oh, peculiar. People from the material plane have no manners whatsoever. Well, what are we going to do with you now? Trying to
I have a suggestion. Give us our stuff back first.
Oh, give you your stuff. Oh, because you're in the position of asking for favors. Of course, yes. Get their things. And he sort of says this.
Get our things.
In this, like, very, like, jovial manner. And some of the guards are like, let's run away. Like, no, I was kidding you, Phil. Jesus Christ. Well, old Crocky here, you're my only friend in this court. Everyone here is trying to murder me or take away my fun toys. You, four, are in violation of the rules of conduct that we all go by here in the Feywild realm, here in the Soggy Court.
What are those rules?
The rules of conduct. The manner in which Bilna ran this whole realm before she was expertly, and I might add swiftly, booted.
What about the rules of hospitality?
That is, in fact, one of the rules, my friend, that you are in violation of.
We were not informed of these rules when we first arrived with this princess, who should be totally informed of the customs of the places that we visit.
My friend, if you mention your fake princess again, I shall cut off your horns and make them my new drinking receptacle.
I wish you would try.
Quite right. The rules of conduct are thus. Rules of hospitality. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until such time as they prove by their words or actions undeserving of that hospitality. Rule of ownership. You must not steal from a friend, an enemy, or stranger to take...
We stole nothing.
Oh, would you be quiet before I put a muzzle on you, you little fucker? Now, as I was saying, you must not steal from a friend or an enemy or a stranger to take something that doesn't belong to you without the rightful owner's permission is a crime, an unforgivable breach of etiquette. And finally, the last rule, the rule of reciprocity. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger offers you a gift, you are obliged to accept it and offer something of comparable value in return. And my friends, you are in deep breach of 2 of these 3 rules outright.
Who stole anything?
I don't remember.
Because we stopped you, you horned fool!
No, we did not steal anything!
I also have a question of the hospitality, because 2 of your escorts for our princess did not seem to help when we were in trouble.
God!
We had to do what we had to do.
Muzzle! And 4 of them come over to you and just put over a cotton piece of material to silence you and tie it tight.
Eddie gets perked up at this point from remembering what Lucy just said. It's like, your royal greatness, I may have to say something.
Yes, my colorful feathered friend.
Eddie's smile drops quick because remembering his feathers. And then just picks back up. In a sense, I was gifting my protection to you guys, and then you came and attacked me.
You are in with this lot. You know what you were doing. Their actions speak for you as well.
But what would have happened if these things didn't get our help to stop them from coming onto your land?
What help, the Merrow? We know not to go into those vile waters, and besides, the Merrow don't have any problem with us, and that doesn't give you any right to try to steal our balloon, nor rectify and destroy our faithful shopkeepers. And you see 2 of the Bullywog Knights come over with jars of ash and dust.
Oh.
Put down the remains of what was left inside the basket.
Well,
It went like that before.
They were like that when we got there. I can't say anything.
So you would have just wanted us to allow them to come onto your land?
could have taken care of it. We have many nights. We could have helped you. But again, that does not give you the right nor the reason to steal from us. Which you clearly have. You have tried to steal, we stopped you. You have murdered our Denzians. What more do you want? If you were to go stop some little girl from crossing the street and stop the car, then go over and shoot the driver, I think that'd be a very weird conflict of interest, wouldn't you?
It does sound like a different level of crazy.
What's a car?
Shut up!
Quincy is just so pissed off right now.
Now, what to do with all of you?
Can I make a perception check to look kind of like over to see what that hut is like the hut beside us, since we're a little closer to it in the Colosseum?
Sorry, looking for what exactly?
That hut that I set the candle under is like the location of it is like kind of close to where we are. I wanted to like peek over to see if I saw anything different of it, if it was still smoking or anything like that.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh, I dropped it.
Well,
That is only a 12.
12. So you're kind of like inside. It's a domed gazebo.
Oh, okay.
But as you kind of look over, sort of out through the doorway that you came in, you do start to see smoke starting to billow out from the top of that building. There was already some smoke kind of happening from the interior, but now you start to see it rising through the rooftop.
I'm going to turn back to him and just kind of smile real big.
Now, my first instinct was to have you all chopped up into little bits and feed you to old Snoodle here. But I don't know if that's very fun, you know? Things have been hard here in the Soggy Court, and I need to make very good with Babylona, so
That's
I
right.
was
She
thinking...
has you as her little bitch, huh?
Abby's head just dropped.
Guards, muzzle that one too, please. And two of them goes over to
Tears of
you.
like laughter
and
just
over
come up around Lucifer's eyes.
another cotton piece of material that they put over your mouth and tie tight. Now, as I was saying, any more interruptions? No? No? Perfect.
Abby knows under his breath, probably.
If I'm beside Evie and I can hear them, I'm going to like elbow him.
There's many things that we could have done. We could have been good friends at one point. I was very excited for a new bride and to possibly join up with another kingdom, but that apparently is on the table. I was even thinking of maybe making you my own personal Denzians of the Soggy Court and have you go over to Babylona at a beautiful cottage and do a bit of a favor for me to get me back in her good graces after that stupid fairy dragon escaped her clutches and took one of my goddamn swamp balloons to do it. But that's a tale for another time. The price to pay for you killing my shop owners and trying to steal my... What the hell are you doing? Are you still talking, for the love of frickin' Christ?
Please don't leave Abby as the only one to talk. That won't happen.
You gonna be quiet? Good. So, many powerful things we could do. We could tie you up to your necks and tie a big rock to you and drown you into the swamp and let the marrow have you. But that's not very sporting, really, you know. We've got to give the people of the Soggy Court a real show of entertainment. They are very sad that their shop owner, that old, you see the king look over to the jars of dust and ash. Old Booble and Tuckwucket, whatever their names were, they're very sad they're gone. And so we have to lift their spirits and make sure that they are safe under my rule. So I think we'll play a little game. I'm gonna have the 4 of you battle it out amongst each other. The winner gets a second chance, for I am a malevolent king, not like the other 8
Deal.
Gollups.
I mean, like, searches like Quincy, like.
Right, this boss is like,
Moss
Guys!
is trying not to choke
Oh,
on her own
guys,
vomit.
please! As another set of knights just put over the muzzle over you. So unpolite. Anyway,
I know.
feathered friend, you're very easy to deal with.
Thank you.
I was thinking a little battle royale should take place to the death.
No death. There's too much death.
Leaving what? Oh my god! Seriously, I'm trying my best here, friends.
Okay.
Breathe, Gollop. Remember what your yoga teacher told you.
I love you.
So, as I was saying for the umpteenth time, Battle Royale to the death. It'll give some of the Denzians of the Sulky Court something to look forward to. They get a bit of the show. All is right in the world. And yes, 3 of you may die, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. So there will be 1 of you that will be standing tall after all this, and you will be free to keep exploring the Feywild as you wish. The other 3, not so well, but you did this to yourself, so that's on you, really.
Abby raises his wing as like what he could to try and ask to speak. Like,
Now we're learning. All right then. Feathered one, speak.
He's very tired, so his words are going to be very slow, but I'll try to get past. You're saying you're trying to get back into graces with Pavlona?
Yes, currently.
Wow.
Been reading her autobiography this whole time, and she's got a very, awful history.
Oh, it sounds terrible. Is it a good book?
It's called The Big Book of Bad Blood, so...
Bad Blood sucks.
It's a page-turner. Lots of blood. Lots of people that crossed her and did not make it out very much alive, so...
I take it you don't want to be on that blood list.
No! I don't.
I agree. Being on bad blood is bad. And, well, my thoughts are, instead of, being on bad blood with Pavlona, why not try and use us to help get on good blood with Pavlona?
Make a persuasion check.
Please fucking 19.
Oof.
Still a 20, I'm gonna hate you. Oh. Someone give me an inspiration.
So, intriguing. You see King Gullup But, my friend, how in the flying fuck am I going to be able to trust you after you tried to burn down my court, steal my goddamn store cloud balloon, and murder 2 of my shopkeep? Booble gave me this book.
Well,
Can't remember.
I know this doesn't seem like much considering I'm coming from a group that likes to kill things. But, I didn't hurt your kingdom. And I'm always honest with my words. If there's something we can do to help that doesn't leave people dead on both sides, I think that's always the better situation.
First off, I'll have you roll a history check really quick.
19.
So, you being in the king's presence, kind of saying this, trying to get your party basically out of the jam that they've definitely dug themselves.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kind of looking around, and you look back at Moss, who's got the muzzle over their mouth, looking you like. As you recall Moss saying to the group, say this phrase, and when we're close to the king, and someone who is a friend of the resistance may answer.
Okay, so then Evie looks over to Moss at her grunting, and then he just kind of pieces together the few words. And I personally don't remember them. But it's just...
Poop on toast.
Perfect.
So, I'm trying to think. I know something about a drink. Something about a drink. Boy, could I have a drink right now?
It's so good.
So do you say that? Like, do you ask for a drink as you're trying to?
So Evie sits there and he's thinking, is like, I'm really tired, but boy, I sure could use a drink right now.
You know what? You've been the only kind and elevated one around here.
Yeah.
Give the peacock their drink. They're gonna need it. It may be their last. As a bullywog royal with the frock and the little monocle hanging down the chain comes over to you and hands you down a goblet of wine. You do notice that inside the cup is a scrap of parchment.
Can I read it without taking it out?
It's covered in wine juice right now.
Oh God!
Does Abby drink alcohol?
No! Abby's trying to discern why there's friggin' paper.
This could not have gone any better.
Is the cup wide or is it like?
Yeah, it's fairly wide.
Okay. Okay. So Abby's like, with respect, can I have the cuffs off so I can move my hand to drink this, please?
Make a persuasion check.
That would be hard.
It would be so hard. They're up at my elbows. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
20. Oh no, it's not. I can't. It's like.
Servant, feed our guest the drink, will you? As one kind of comes up to you and starts to hold the cup next to your beak and starts to try to pour it in.
Okay, so Abby goes ahead and starts drinking and hopefully does not swallow the paper.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, God.
Okay, roll on its side. Thank God.
Oh, God.
13. So as this bullywog guard goes up to you and starts to pour the wine into your beak, kind of like falls down your gullet and kind of splashes onto your clothes, into your feathers, you do feel the parchment start to slide into your mouth, and you're able to just kind of push it over to the side of your gums and keep it inside your mouth for the time being.
Okay. Abby just like looks and just like a little like shiver. It's like, you're delicious.
Now
you're very, very welcome. As I've said before, I am a very gracious and noble king. That is not mean, as some people have said around these parts.
Abby agrees with his emotions, like, oh.
Body language
Now.
completely.
Back to the matter at hand. You want to possibly travel to Bavlona and make some sort of argument to secure my place in this kingdom and in her good favor. But again, I ask, friend, how am I to trust you? What are you going to do for me and the Denzians of the Sorgy Court Kingdom to prove yourself? that you are worthy of this task, that you will not just up and leave or disintegrate more of my gods or take more of my fucking things.
My gosh. That's a tough one.
Oh.
How about this? Best of both worlds here. I'm a sporting king, as everyone knows I am. I will give you the right to fight for this honor. You, my fine feathered friend, will go up against a champion of my choosing. Something I got from that old Agdon Long Spuff, whatever the fuck his name is.
Abby just completely personality diminishes.
Over to Lucifer.
Against one of my champions.
Is there?
If you win your freedom, your friends. We'll see.
Abby, still trying to talk with the paper in the side of his mouth. It's like, is there any stipulations?
Stipulations.
2 combatants go into the fighting circle, clasped at the ankle with chains and irons, with 2 pegs stabbed into the middle of the proving grounds. Only trick is, you must stick towards the radius of the chain, which is 10 feet, until one of you falls.
Sorry, I personally did not understand that.
So, fight circle.
Yeah.
Chain around your ankle.
Yeah.
Chain goes to spike in ground. Chain is 10 feet long.
Yeah.
You fight within that 10 feet. You can't get any farther than that 10 feet, so you're fairly close together. 1 person standing.
Does it have to revolve around death?
Well, duh.
So I would love to ask this other question then. If you
okay, just 1 second. I have some kingly contract to sign, but keep going. I'm definitely listening to you.
If you want to believe me about protecting your land, why would you have me kill someone?
And you see that King Gullop is signing some royal decrees, some contracts for the land, and you notice that the pen they're writing with is one of your peacock feathers.
Oh no. I have to roll a personality. Well, I rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Make sure the marrow just stay in that swampy business, but more giant frogs around them or whatever. Let's continue.
You like the quill?
Do I like quails?
The quill.
Oh, the quill. Yes, I do.
Have you ever seen any quality of it before?
I don't know. One of my servants made it. It was just a nice gift, I think.
Abby holds up the arm that has the slit feather.
Oh, is that where that came from? We could probably get a lot more quills out of you then.
You could, if it was mutual beneficial.
I mean, it could be. I mean, that would make very good gifts to Blavlorna for me to get the same graces. They have very personal items, things that are very, very close to them. It's very
well, if it helps, they're not from the material plane feathers.
Oh, what does that mean?
So you have lumped me in with a group from the material plane, which I'm not from. You're holding a feather from the elemental aeroplane.
Oh, yes, I've heard of this through the other lines of kings. Very windy place.
Oh, yes, very. Of that sort. If you would like gifts, I will be happy to part with them for you to have as a unique, one-of-a-kind gift for Bavlorna. No one else, you can share, push this out there for her, no one else in existence will have feathers beside other than her, unless you would like a spare few for your own personal collection.
I mean, I could just pin you down and take them myself.
I have taken that into consideration. I just know that you, as a greatly nice king, may would like to have more of a friendship at this point.
I want to keep looking over to the smoke that's happening and see if it keeps getting bigger. I'm just peeking over.
It's billowing much more now.
I'm waiting for just like a moment to do something, but go ahead.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage, because this is something that the king could just clearly just pluck your feathers and take off of you. Doesn't need your permission necessarily.
Sucks. My first roll is a 17.
Ooh.
14.
Elemental plane of air, you say? Could you get more of your feathered friends to come here?
That is
Then
something.
we could have an infinite supply chain of feathers that we could just continue to excavate and extort and make sure that she always has multiple of these quills around, you know?
That's something that could be discussed. I am not in charge of other people's lives.
You could be.
I'm
in charge of all of these lives.
And you're doing wonderful.
I know. Oh, Snoodle, relax, all right? Daddy's doing work.
So, that's something that could be discussed. Again, I don't have the power over people.
That's fine. I'm sure that if we went to Bavlorna, maybe some portal could be opened. We send a few bullywugged knights. We take some of your feathered friends. We just need to borrow a few of their feathers, and then they're gone.
Hold on. Abby keeps quiet about his knowledge of the aeroplane. And it's like, if that is something that you desire to do on your own.
But we need a guide.
Well, that's the joy of friendship.
The other thing is only members of the Soggy cult are really allowed to speak with Bavlorna.
But weren't you going to marry this princess?
Can I moon him again?
Sure.
God damn it!
The moment's passed, sweetheart. You had your chance.
I vomit in my
Gag.
Abby looks at her vomit and is like, I kind of get the point of that.
Now,
the main. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't hear the lag. I had lag. Sorry.
No, that's perfectly fine. I don't know what lag is.
Oh no!
So, seems that's a bit of an impasse. Your friends tried to murder my people of the court. So I think I'm just going to decree that we burn all these weapons, and you see some of the knights just see all your weapons, your bladed bow, your sword, your staff, all your possessions. I think what we're going to do right here is we're going to burn all of your equipment as a no-no, as a naughty no-no, so you learn your lesson. Then we're going to take you over to the fighting pits. Either you can all fight each other and see who comes out on top, or you, feathered friend, can fight one of my champions and go that route to free your friends in their stead.
Abby looks at his team and can just sense the panic coming from those items. And he sees the passion that they have for them, which helps overcome his understanding of ownership for their property. And looks up to the king. Is like, are those the only options? You don't want to have a mutual trade of quill?
I mean, like I said, I could kill you and just take the quills from you.
That'll be only one bird.
Or I could just put your friends to death. Keep you around. You seem like a lovely chap.
Thank you. Abby lets it aside and is just like, well, if I do this, I want to be fully prepared.
Fully prepared for what?
If I have to fight, I'm in no condition right now to be able to do this.
Oh, I see. You want a little bit of rest. Is that so? Just to be able to... we can get you fully prepped for your fight. No problem, no problem. Just sign here. Some servant comes forward with a huge piece of parchment with just a bunch of details that just get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller.
I also have one other request, because fighting is outside of my nature, and I'm sure you can understand personal nature, being as elegant as you are. All my friends get their items back whether I live or die. But also, I really like that thunder balloon.
Now let me get this straight.
You need us to help you with the Varna.
True, but if you're just going to run out of here lickety-split and not do anything that I say, how am I supposed to trust you? How am I supposed to know?
What can I give? What can I give?
Tell you this. Could be one instance. One possible way to show your worth. The Marrow. They are a particularly unsettling bunch.
Abby agrees very quickly.
What would you say to you personally taking out their chieftain? As a show of loyalty to the Soggy Bottom Court, once they see that the chieftain has been eliminated, then all is right with the world. The fear of what the court can achieve and do, we can make a whole show of it, saying that we have relations over to the plane of air now, that they need to learn their place and stop attacking when guests arrive.
I can
The
see
whole
that.
ecosystem might crumble and they might be leaderless and yada yada yada, but they'll get the message straight.
Abby is really filled with turmoil. I will require the help of my friends. And I mean that honestly.
Well, here's the thing. We have the chieftain already. Locked up. So, what I'm proposing is we give my people a show, we put you into the fighting pits, have you go against the Marrow chieftain, you prevail. We'll see where things go.
Abby looks over to his team to try and see what their reactions are to this, to help him with his answer. Okay.
There we go. That wasn't so goddamn hard now, was it? A little bit of showmanship. Oh my god. Oh, the people will be so relieved. Well, I think we'll get to this maybe first thing in the morning then, yes?
Wonderful. Abby's
Sounds-
worth record.
Delightful. Absolutely delightful. Now, on to another thing, and you see one of these servants go over to the king. It's on fire. And you look out the doorway, and if you look over to the larger map, you start to see that the building is now starting to be engrossed in flames as King Godlick, oh no! No! Sir, put it out! What are you doing? Go! Hurry, no more damage can be done! Go! I am a benevolent king, and I will not have my kingdom ruined by these unruly motherfuckers! And then you see a few of them run out of the gazebo with the guards that were kind of in front of you, rush out of the gazebo area and run over to take care of the fiery building, as two of the knights accompany them as well. And Gulp is just surrounded by their loyal subjects on the ground and three of those bullywug knights.
See, I know what my team would freaking do here.
Since the guards are gone, can I take my mask out? Can I like lift it out?
You can certainly try.
I'm not trying to be secret. I'm just gonna do it. Like, try to do it.
Okay.
Like, should I roll like a strength check or just?
No, it's just a piece of bandage. You could.
All right, I want to do it because I need verbal, and I want to pull it down, and I want to cast Firebolt on the clothes of Snoodle, and set his
crocodile.
On the crocodile's clothes, and set the crocodile's clothes on fire.
I'm just repairing everything.
Oh, poor
And
Evie.
as Evie finally constructs this agreement with the King Golub 19, Quincy takes down his mask, and a fireball starts to emanate from their palm. And just before he shoots it at Snoodle the crocodile, it's there, everyone, that we gotta end the stream.
Goodness.
Oh my god. When we just found peace.
Chaos. I'm sorry. I have this all. I have to wait. I'm gonna commit to it. So once that's done, when they leave or it's on fire.
I wasn't really happy with the chieftain thing either, so that's okay. I was
I was
gonna
going to change it all with this
chaos
fire going
later.
on. I was going to change it all with this fire thing. I had an idea.
Well, everybody, we'll pick it up from there. 2 weeks time. Same chaotic channel, same chaotic fucking people. Hopefully I am still alive and my skin hasn't been ripped from my skull. No, I'm kidding. This was awesome. I had such fun. Thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Hope you had a good time. I know I fucking did. That was one of the best sessions
That was wild.
time. Don't forget to tune in 2 weeks' time for their next session, not the coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, to see how this all wraps up.
Guys, it's the 222 on Tuesday.
Oh.
Whoa.
Our next session is triple twos, everybody. Hopefully that's not what you roll to get out of this fucking predicament.
Maybe your rolls were like the foreshadowing.
But yes, everybody, you can catch us next Monday and every Monday for my homebrew campaign, Beyond the Realms D&D. We do it every Monday, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. We're into our final arc. It's been a 2-year campaign, and I put a lot of love into it. It really kickstarted this whole Dicecream freaking thing that with this roller coaster we've been on lately. So tune in every Monday. But until then, stay safe, wash your hands. Until next time, everybody, don't fall to the Feywild. Bye-bye.